Welcome, everyone, to The Last Relic. I'm Anderson,
Gabriel.
and today, as the title suggests, Marvel. Superheroes, women.
Women. Yeah, okay.
That's it.
Well, it's a few reasons why we're talking about the MCU, right? First, is
chose the
actually
topic.
it's mainly because of Robert Downey Jr.'s casting as Doctor Doom. So let me explain myself. So he's cast as Doctor Doom, right? I think another thing that we haven't really touched on is like people's understanding of comics. Like, you don't kill off your heroes. You don't kill off your villains. Like, Doctor Doom's supposed to be on essentially forever. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a one story done deal. Like, you can't incorporate all the stories that he's been a part of, all his motivations, all his plans in one continuing story. Like, there has to be things interrupting when he gets captured, going to jail, all that stuff, when he escapes, that kind of stuff. You can't just do that. Now, there's a rumor that Kevin Feige did not make the MCU sucks so bad right now that Kevin Feige wasn't the one that wanted Robert Downey Jr. back as in any capacity and as Doctor Doom. I don't like Kevin Feige, so it came from a pile. Like,
who's Kevin?
Kevin Feige, he's the like leader of the MCU.
Oh,
like, he's the one that does
yeah.
the bull crap, right? Which he isn't. He didn't even start it. Him and two other guys, and then he like usurped them, got them kicked out. Yeah. Well, Jon Favreau directed, and he was one of the people that wanted it. But those who like came up with the story, I forgot their names. But yeah. Anyways, so the MCU isn't just about like one person, one character becoming a chick character, right? It's about like killing off a character and then giving the mantle to somebody else instead of writing a new character. Like the Captain America. Like Steve Rogers is Captain America. We shouldn't move on from that, right? We shouldn't just kill off Steve Rogers and then make somebody else Captain America. Like, the character should die and then that's it. If they're going to kill him off.
I don't know. But the comics did it with John Walker.
Yeah. They weren't necessarily good.
Well, yeah, not like the motherfucker shows up very often in his own comic either.
Okay, well, like the MCU, right? So everything had their counterpart character. Deadpool has Lady Deadpool, right?
Mm-hmm. It also has Gwenpool now.
Gwenpool?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
It's actually pretty enjoyable.
Which is it's fine for Deadpool because it's all about like comedy and all these variant crap, but you know, like Hulk, and then you got She-Hulk. Granted, the comic did good, but it was a character to be the lady version of the main character, and then they're trying to usurp that, put that above the Hulk, which you can't do.
So what, like Silk?
Silk? What the freak is Silk, man? What are you talking about?
Spider-Woman?
Yeah. Spider-Woman, I never had much of a problem with. It was never like that entertaining. But like, they did it with multiple characters. Like Miles Morales is Miles Morales. He's not Spider-Man, but he's Black Spider-Man. So like these characters,
he is Spider-Man because Spider-Man dies.
Yeah, but if I ask you what's Spider-Man's secret identity, everybody's gonna say Peter Parker. You know what I mean?
Well, that's main universe Spider-Man.
Dude, whatever, man. Ain't nobody... Dude, even the Spider-Man video game, Miles Morales, says Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
The action figures don't say Spider-Man. They say Miles Morales. And it just, like, the black suit Spider-Man of Miles Morales. Like, people know. But the MCU, it's like... It's so... All the leaders, like Captain Marvel is being... I guess she's gonna lead the Avengers.
Really?
Yeah, she's leading the Avengers. That's pretty much like what it was supposed to go to. So she not only is she leading the Avengers, They did that all those Miss Marvel, like, well, they did the Miss Marvel show and then had all those Captain Marvel whatever, right? And then the Eternals, all like the best characters are the chicks instead of being a team, and it's a garbage movie.
Really?
Yeah. Like, look at, if you remember the movies, like including, like Doctor Strange wasn't even the main character in his own movie. It was Wanda.
The third one, yeah.
Yeah. Is there two Doctor? Is there three Doctor Strange movies? No, there's only two. Doctor Strange and then the Multiverse of Madness is the second one.
I guess it is only two.
Yeah. So she's the main character. We started getting that, it started off with Ant-Man, I think, where Ant-Man was a secondary character in his own show. What?
Oh, I'm just looking. I look pale as fuck on camera. God.
Yeah, it started off with Ant-Man, like Ant-Man and the Wasp, the second one. That was very MCU. Like,
I never saw it.
It's entertaining, but it sucks. It's a crappy movie. Like, the Wasp is the main character. Like, he's barely in the Ant-Man suit. He's freaking useless. In Endgame, they had that little girl power moment, right? And the MCU it's like the intersectional feminism of the whole franchise. Like, oh, girls can't be the women in the movies cannot be like the damsel in distress. They can't be sensitive. They have to act just like dudes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And here's the problem: they're not taking new characters. They're creating the counterpart of existing characters. Like, dude, we're getting Ironheart, and it's a chick.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me that carries the same mantle, carries the same weight as Iron Man? Because that's the passing of the mantle. It's like, okay, Iron Man's dead, technology's there, but Pepper Potts could be the new Iron Man.
I thought she was gonna be the new one, or his daughter.
Yeah, yeah, but no, they got a little black girl who's better than Tony Stark, apparently. Like Captain Britain or whatever. That's Peggy Carter.
Captain Carter.
Yeah, because there's a Captain Britain that's a dude. Yeah, Captain Carter. Like that's a replacement of Captain America. Like there's always
timeline.
It doesn't matter what timeline. The problem is like the comics that's being adapted.
I thought you were talking about like what the lineup was right now.
Well, she's not in the main timeline, but like who knows what they're gonna do because they keep messing with the multiverse. Like the Deadpool Wolverine movie was a multiverse movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too opposed to Doctor Strange Supreme. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing him.
I'd be opposed to all of it. It freaking sucks. Dude, I don't want to watch Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. And like, what's he gonna be?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Doctor Strange. I was like, yo.
Well, like we gotta see what's going on right now. Like, what's coming? We're gonna get Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday, and then Avengers Secret Wars. Like
before that, we're getting.
So who's the
Captain
Avengers
America
right now? Black Falcon, Captain America, Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Bucky. Possibly Doctor Strange. Possibly Bucky. I guess Wanda still, maybe?
No, she's dead.
Dead.
She disintegrated. She's dead.
Dude, they'll find some bullcrap way to bring it back. And it's the multiverse, dude. She-Hulk.
Thor?
If Thor, Jane Foster would be more likely.
She's dead.
Again,
I think the girl that's with him probably.
Did you watch the Thor movie? She dies at the end. I can't remember.
It's supposed to be a really sad scene, and it is if you watch the other movies, but not really.
I can't remember it. Yeah, maybe. And that's the thing, is Chris Evans gonna come back?
I would like him to.
As Thor, yeah, maybe in a well-written movie, but
maybe a good-looking suit.
Dude, like his first suit was the best-looking suit.
It's like the only suit he wears.
Yeah. Well, no, like Infinity War, like his sleeves became black for some reason.
He was also missing, like, an eye, but whatever.
Yeah. I would have liked to see. I just need Thor back in the helmet if we're gonna see Thor.
Did he have the helmet in the original Avengers?
Yeah, like in the original Avengers, he had the bucket hat helmet. It's like a bowl and then like feathers.
No, I'm talking about it like in the movie.
In the first movie, yeah, he did.
That's it.
And it was awesome. Yeah, that's the only time they used it. It would have been perfect in the Avengers movie. The Avengers movie is damn near a perfect superhero comic book movie. Like a great comic book adaptation. Great story, great writing. But give Thor the helmet. Give Hawkeye the purple suit. And
That's right, it is purple.
And what was the other gripe I had about it? I had a few gripes about it. Black Widow looked good. They could have made Captain America's helmet less funky. And his suit better.
His suit could have been better.
His suit was like pajamas, but like
his suit is the worst.
It was good. The worst one is the Avengers movie. That's his worst suit. Obviously, they kept revamping.
I think Age of Ultron has the best suit.
Yeah, Age of Ultron and Civil War. It's the same one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, So all these, like we gotta. What are we expecting from the new lineup of Marvel stuff? Because they gave us the shows, and those sucked.
I mean, what if it was
No, it wasn't.
based on
sucks.
every other episode?
First of all, it's still What If, and it sucks.
Nah, you just a hater.
I'm not a hater, man.
You're a hater.
I hate sucks.
I need Dom right here.
Dude, that fool loves everything. But
Good
regardless,
way to go about life.
Yeah, like the Lady Deadpool, not a problem. Deadpool himself, not a problem. He's supposed to be wacky. He could do pretty much whatever he wants. They still need to write a better movie because the Wolverine and Deadpool movie wasn't good.
So no Moon Knight. Moon Knight.
Like that sucked.
That still needs a continuation to like actually.
I guarantee you, if we
flesh
get a
out the
season
story.
2, it's gonna be that one chick that like saves him, that becomes like a god or whatever.
Then again, it's like the power based on the faces of the moon.
So stupid.
You mean to tell me once a month I can be super strong? Once a month.
That was stupid.
It's like a period.
No, but like you're currently watching Punisher, right? In season 2, you're gonna understand exactly what I mean. That like so the main character is in the movie, but he doesn't act like the main character, and it's mainly about some chick they're protecting or following. Like Doctor Strange, it was like that. They were following Wanda. They were like, the story was about her. It wasn't about Doctor Strange, right? So that's the intersectionality of what they're doing. They're writing women characters as if they're dudes, and then writing dudes as if they're just babysitters and like, but also incompetent. Like they make guys seem like idiots and women seem like men. Like no fear, nothing, just complete stoic. Like Captain Marvel is a great example. It's like, okay, none of the femininity came out in that movie. Whether she like second guessed herself or like what makes her a good character, because she's not a good character in that movie. All she is like, I'm better than everybody, and the only thing that's keeping me down is the oppression of men.
I never thought she was a good character, but go off, I guess.
In the comics, other than that, not Carol Danvers, it's like Miss Marvel Carol Danvers, where like she had like swimsuit get up with the big giant S like that all the way down. That was a good character. This one is like I
also thought
it's
Captain
like trading
Marvel was a
what
dude.
Captain Marvel is a dude. He's the first one. And then in that movie, that her mentor or whatever, that's supposed to be Captain Marvel. They turned a guy character into a chick. Yeah. Same thing happened in Eternals. A lot of them they switched from being a dude into a chick.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because there's only like 1 or 2 girls in the Eternals lineup in the comics.
I let my boy girls alone. I'm straight.
Well, like again, Robert Downey Jr. and people. Okay, one thing I disagree with what a lot of people say is like, oh no, nobody could play Iron Man like Robert Downey Jr. and like nobody could play Wolverine like Hugh Jackman. It's like, no, that's their version of Wolverine. That's their version of Iron Man. Great versions, but no actor's higher than the role. You can recast, but like James Bond did it forever. They continued the story of James Bond with different actors.
Yeah.
Different writers, different directors. It just kept going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who else did it? Like Batman, they did it with, like, it didn't really work out after Michael Keaton. We got Val Kilmer and then George Clooney, and that was it. And they tried to do it with Superman Returns.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, like, and yeah, I get it. Some actors might be so good in their role that we can't imagine somebody tackling on that role again because they did such a good job. But good example is Heath Ledger's Joker. And then we got Joaquin Phoenix. And the reason I bring that up is because it isn't like Heath Ledger's Joker is the best Joker ever, but the best on-screen Joker in terms of his intelligence and how much we got of him. It's like the best script. Jack Nicholson was great. It was very comic booky. But then Joaquin Phoenix pretty much played the same type of universe Joker character. And it was a really good movie. Now, that's another thing. We got Harley Quinn, right? She was written for the animated series and then adapted into comics later. Mm-hmm. Now instead of being Harley Quinn, she's kind of becoming the Lady Joker. She's been involved in everything. There's even a show with her, which we didn't need. It's hilarious. It's pretty fun show. Very adult, but not something anybody needed. Mm-hmm. It's not adding to any other stories. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a Deadpool version with Harley Quinn. That's what the show is, right?
Yeah, it's just there.
Yeah, it just exists. And now we're getting a Joker 2 movie with Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
Right.
Yeah, Lady Gaga's. Yeah, there's like trailers and everything, dude. You didn't know this?
I just need my Harley Quinn, whereas red once pretty much the animated costume. That's all I need.
You
that's all I need.
No, funny story. I just found out, and so the actor playing Frodo, that played Frodo back in because we did get that suit in the Suicide Squad, the red and black suit. Harley Quinn wears it for like a flashback scene.
I didn't know that.
So, but anyways, Elijah Wood, Sean Astin is the actor that plays Sam in Lord of the Rings, right? So apparently they were like in the red carpet and they were talking about like actors doing music and things like that. And then they asked him like, "What did you think of it?" And then he brings up Jared Leto, and he's like, "Yeah, I think people should stick to what they're good at. Like, look at Jared Leto. He has that band 30 Seconds to Mars, and they suck." And then apparently there was like another event where Jared Leto came up to Elijah Wood. He's like, "I heard what you talking about my band," and like grabbed him. And Sean Astin comes from behind him and chokes him out and puts him to sleep.
Frodo and Sam.
Yeah, it's like, nah, you don't touch Frodo.
You don't touch Mr. Frodo.
Don't touch Mr. Frodo. That's my Frodo. But
God not told me to keep you safe, Mr. Frodo.
Yeah, like, and I think that was the first instance where like, oh yeah, only one actor could do it because we saw what Jared Leto did with Joker.
I would kill Jared Leto.
Dude, he looks like a douche. Straight gay.
What you do if next morning he walks in here?
I'd be like, dude, you're gay. You're like, look at your hair. Look at everything about you. Sucks.
It's more
What role has he done that's actually good? Has he done any good roles?
Never.
I remember I watched. It was not a good movie.
It's Morbin time.
I watched one with him in like trying to get into the Yakuza.
I don't remember that.
I think it's called
movie.
The Foreigner or The Outsider or something like that. Where he was like a vet in the Vietnam War or something. Went AWOL.
Sorry, man.
Lives in Japan.
Only movie I know where a white guy has to deal with Asian people is Gran Torino. I think the movie's called.
I've never watched that movie.
Clint Eastwood.
Oh, duh. Yeah. I've seen that movie. Yeah.
With the Koreans.
Yeah, with the car and then like he's hella racist.
Bang, bang.
Bang.
And then you guys lit the fuck.
Dude, that's a sad movie, dude.
I love that movie.
No, but it's nice and sad ending.
The one I still haven't watched is Cry Macho.
That's his newest one, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't hear like anything about it. I don't know if it's good or bad or what. But anyways, the MCU, unless they get out of that whole political crap, because I think they made some of the characters gay, some of the superheroes.
Which ones?
Dude, I don't even know. I don't even know at this point. I thought they were all gay right now.
Captain America is still very much straight. Every version of him.
Nah, him and Bucky are going to get together.
Oh.
Black on white crime.
Don't joke about that.
Black on white crime.
Nah, Bucky's dating his sister or whatever.
That's a crime?
That's a crime.
Oh, but they might make one of them trans. I know that. They keep hinting at that crap.
It's got to be Spider-Man.
Dude, leave Spider-Man alone, man. Nah. Spider-Man, Sony has some involvement. And Sony's like a pretty 50-50 company, man. They're like, we're going to make a masterpiece or we're going to do dog doo-doo. Oh, yeah, Jared Leto was Morbius.
Dog. What do you think I kept saying Morbin time?
They were supposed to connect that to the MCU because of Michael Keaton's Vulture. Because he shows up in that movie.
Michael Keaton,
Batman?
Yeah, I know. That's just saying. Damn.
Yeah. So it's like, damn, I forgot he even exists.
He played two people that base their personas off animals.
Yeah.
And both animals that fly.
Is it Birdman? Was Birdman one of them?
Vulture and Batman. Two animals that fly.
Yeah. No, he was Birdman as well.
There are three now. Damn.
Might play someone else. He was Jack Frost. I consider him a hero.
Jack Frost. Like the animated movie?
No, it's live action.
That's a live action?
It's awesome. You should watch it. You'll love the movie.
No.
But anyway, so like I did hear that we're gonna get a Wonder Woman TV show.
No, I don't care about that.
Dude, Wonder Woman's like one of the top characters in the DC universe.
I don't care about that. Ain't no Superman. Ain't no Batman. So I don't care.
She's up there with them.
No, it's not Superman though.
Yeah, but look at the Superman we're gonna get. Look
it's
at
still
him.
Superman.
No, it ain't.
Not very super, but it's still Superman.
So man, we're getting man.
Man.
Not so Superman.
We're getting like Superior Man. There you go.
Well, let's talk about, because I think people are starting to forget how garbage the MCU is right now. Because the movies that are good are playing kind of like. Is that wind?
I honestly thought that was your stomach growling for a second. I was
no, the wind is rough out there. No, because people forget how bad the MCU is right now. Like, because we got all these.
That's hard
dude,
to
we've
forget.
gotten so many shows and movies which suck, but it's all about the upcoming stuff that seems good because of good actors, like the Daredevil show, Born Again, right? That's gonna come out.
Oh, that reminded me. Completely off topic, but Games Workshop and Amazon, unless they have decided fully on everything by December, the show gets canceled.
The Warhammer show?
And they keep trying to push Amazon keeps trying to push their agenda. Games Workshop is saying no. We don't want that shit no more. We need to make it right. And they keep pushing, and they haven't gotten into like a mid.
Maybe
point.
Henry Cavill will be a Wolverine variant because he has nothing else to do.
Yeah. Henry Cavill hasn't said jack shit about that. I'm pretty sure my boy's just locked
Yeah,
in his
dude, he's
room.
been quiet. Like, I follow him on Instagram, and like his last post was just like, doesn't get better than this, and he's just reading a book outside. Like, huh?
Finally.
Like, no. Granted, he also has a kid now, so he's probably loving life right now. And like he doesn't really give. If he didn't care before, he's definitely not gonna care as much now. Now that he has a kid, he's like, dude, this is life. Like,
But I wanted to see him play Gilliman.
I thought he wasn't gonna play any main characters. He wanted to be a bunch of side characters.
Aw, I was hoping he would be Gilliman.
Is that the king dude?
No, it's some other character.
I don't know.
Don't worry, next stream will be Warhammer. The good parts.
No, but damn,
Actually, the guy who plays Reacher would be a really good guy. Holy shit.
dude. Yeah, I would have loved to see the guy who played Reacher actually play Captain America. I think he would be a great Captain America.
I think he's too big. He might be as big as the Hulk.
No, Captain America's supposed to be like 6'3",
They should have just painted his skin.
6'2", 6'3".
Nah, just painted his skin green. He the Hulk.
Like the Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, he's got to be Captain America, dude. He's got to be that one that I showed you with the
looks
scales and the.
Honestly, for like, I don't know. After seeing Chris Evans play, it's like he looks way too big to me.
No, Chris Evans is not the definitive Captain America.
To me, it is.
Yeah, because you never read the comics.
It's not like he looks any better in every comic. In every comic, he looks the same.
Dude,
His suit doesn't change.
I would say the military dude from Street Fighter looks more like Captain America than Chris Evans.
What's his name?
The one with the hair like.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Fuck, I can't remember that guy's name.
Yeah, no, he did a good job, but he played more of a.
Man, I need a better Mortal Kombat
Have
movie
you seen the Avenger movie cartoons? There's 2 of them.
I think so.
Where Black Panther comes in the second one.
Yeah.
Where like Captain America shows up and he has a bunch of bullet holes on him and he's just bleeding out and he's just like standing there. So like that is more Captain America where he's very military.
It's like, I like that, but
it's more of like he's a little more stoic, but he has a balance. So Chris Evans, he didn't portray the stoicism as part of it. He portrayed more of like the sensitive side of Captain America and more like a detective type deal, like an officer, not really a military man that's battled hard from World War II. You know.
Also living in the future.
No, but he'd
also be super racist.
No, he was
if
at least
accurate.
like a year or 2 in World War II. He served like 2 years in World War II.
He served more than that.
No, because I think they only got the super soldier serum like a little bit later. It wasn't. They started developing it close to World War II because they saw that was probably going to happen during the Great Depression. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't serve all 5. Well, how many years was World War II?
12.
What? No, it was not.
No, it's like
5 years.
Something like that.
5 or 3 years.
6.
6 years. Okay, 1939. Yeah. Well, that's when people started listing. And then, so there's World War One, Great Depression, World War Two. In the 1930s was the Great Depression, and then it went straight to World War Two. And so, how many years did he serve? 2. Yeah, I was right. 2 years. So, like that's
in
quite
the
a bit.
MCU, yeah.
Yeah, well, go back. Yeah, that's still quite a long time.
Yeah, he's got fair bit.
And that's 2 years completely in it. It's not like how it is now where they serve a tour and it's anywhere from 3 to 8 months.
Oh, yeah, because he was at war.
Yeah.
A big difference.
Yeah.
Even motherfuckers in Afghanistan.
Yeah, no. Nobody will understand unless we go into another world war.
Yeah.
where we need all the troops out at the same time, pretty much.
Oh, we'll understand.
I don't want to understand. I don't want that to happen.
Why not?
But dude, shut up. But Steve Rogers, like, yeah, he would have a love interest, but he'd be more worried about the state of America and its friends. Like, I really liked Civil War because he is not loyal to America. He's loyal to the idea of America and freedom. That's why he went against the government in Civil War. In the movie,
he also does that in Winter Soldier.
It's against Shield.
Shield's part of the government.
Yeah, but it was because Hydra infiltrated, so he he went after it. Like, he's not going against the president of the United States.
Chat rate, yo, somebody in the chat. Kill whoever.
Yeah. So like Captain America, he doesn't go against the president of the United States. He goes against policies and stuff like that.
True.
Right.
True.
So.
True enough.
What are you doing?
Checking the chat. I'm just here for the Lego Squirtle. I think Civil War and Ragnarok are overrated.
From Derpy Entertainment.
I agree. Civil War.
Well, what do you think? Okay,
Winter
Ragnarok
Soldier, a better film. I agree.
Ragnarok definitely is overrated.
Dude, it's easy.
Like, the writing is there. Like, it's decent writing. But they retcon Thor. Freaking, I saw Hulk throw a temper tantrum. That ain't Hulk. That's some bull, man.
That was pretty funny.
There wasn't one scene where a dude punched a chick. Even Hela, like, nobody hit her. It was the big giant devil dude.
He didn't even hit her. He just blew up the floor. I don't know. I think after Age of Ultron, it kind of just dipped for me. Pretty much.
You think so?
Yeah, Age of Ultron is like my favorite one.
Okay, Winter Soldier was a better film. I don't think Civil War is overrated. I don't think it's overrated at all.
I think it's got great moments.
Like, it's not like the comics. The comics Civil War is much better. That's how Captain America dies.
They completely ruined the whole storyline tone of Ragnarok.
By what? What do you mean? Like Hulk throwing a tantrum?
No, he's just saying they overall just ruined the storyline.
Thor's storyline, I guess.
Also, how are you here just for the Squirtle? That giant Squirtle sitting in the back of every video.
It's better looking than us.
Can't blame you for that.
Watch, we'll get rid of the squirrel next next show.
It'll be his head just sitting right there.
No, fool. Like, okay. Civil War, I think, is a good movie. It's a really good movie. It's more an Avengers movie than a Captain America 3 movie.
So he's saying that they completely ruined the storyline tone of Ragnarok with Surtur, which is the giant flame dude.
Yeah.
Pretty much. They kill him in the beginning. So.
Well, like, think about it this way. Like, as much as I like Infinity War, they also retcon Ragnarok with Infinity War. Yeah. Because the whole reason for Ragnarok was that Thor didn't need his hammer. They even make a joke about it, like, you seem pretty attached to your hammer, blah, 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 blah. And that he can use lightning. He doesn't need the hammer. And then Infinity War was like, actually, you need a hammer.
Oh, he needed that.
And I was like, what the freak?
He needed a weapon. Just lightning itself, I guess, wouldn't kill Thanos. And I think that's the biggest
form of the MCU, the Jane Foster, like, being better than Thor.
I don't know. She also has Thor. I don't know. She also got cancer. And dies.
Good.
Because she's still a regular human.
Effort. I don't like her.
Because from what I remember of the movie, it's like, as long as she's wearing the helmet, she's alive. Or something like that. Or she'll keep living. But, like, if she takes it off. And like,
who gives a crap, man? Well, why are we even talking about this? I'm just saying she sucks.
Well, you brought it up for a reason. I'm just saying. There's a context to it. Not a very good context, but there's context.
Look, I think they might bring her back. Because, like, they made a big deal about her at Comic-Con. Not the most recent one, but when they were doing the Thor promotion. And they were like, this is like the gayest MCU movie or whatever. Dude, there was like a whole thing. I do not like Taika Waititi. I think he's overrated. He does good stuff. He did the Jojo Rabbit movie, the World War II.
Oh, that movie.
He did that movie. He did. As much as I hate Ragnarok, it is well written. It is well written. It does suck.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's the thing. We're not getting comic book adaptations no more. We're getting like snippets of comics, and then
we're getting the
writing
base,
their own bullcrap.
We're getting the base idea of the comic, and then that's about it. We're borrowing characters.
Dude, okay, what if they like for the Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Doom thing? They bring in Pepper Potts in the Iron Man suit, and she's the one that like beats Doom. Because that's something that Marvel would definitely do. Dude, like they are.
It's like that's like the stupid retards that I kept seeing in the comment section of that stupid trailer when that got revealed, talking about some. Oh, but can you imagine if like Tom Holland's Peter Parker gets to meet Doctor Doom and he takes off the helmet and he sees that it's his old mentor or whatever? That would be such an. Shut the fuck up, man. That's the stupidest shit, and I will continue to say it.
Yeah, like
it will be a bad decision to put Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom.
Dude, it's the worst decision. It's one of the worst decisions they've done. I can't say it's the worst. Captain Marvel was a pretty bad decision, but like so, and how they're gonna do that? Because as the audience, there was like this whole thing, like, oh, we can't have like TV shows go on at the same time because it's going to confuse audience. Like James Gunn recently did that. They canceled the Lois and Superman show to not confuse the audience, which we're not retarded. Confuse the audience from like the super movie that's coming out and the Superman show, right?
Taika played a pretty good rat catcher. Yeah, I agree.
His best role was in Green Lantern.
Oh.
That's fine. It's just Lego.
Okay.
No, but like,
what's his one line?
As the audience, we're going to be seeing an actor in the same universe play a different role, right? Not a problem, but like how well are the actors going to like reckon? Like, are they bringing characters that knew the Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man?
So, like the majority of the MCU.
Like, dude, what story are they gonna do as well? Because they're bringing Fantastic Four. That's gonna suck. Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic. That's a terrible decision.
What if?
I still want to shake hands with his agent though, because he's getting every role under the sun. Like, dude, like you're the best person for any job. Apparently, everybody should be represented by you, dude. Whoever Pedro Pascal's agent is, Henry Cavill needs to hire him. I mean,
at the same time, he did get hit with practically the same character back to back. Like, he finished being the Mandalorian, and they put his ass in the Last of Us show, and he played the exact same character, pretty much.
Dude, I didn't watch that show.
It's actually not that bad. It's not that big of a departure from the game.
I don't like Neil Druckmann. I think he's a douchebag. The guy who wrote The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, I don't care. It's just an adaptation of the first game. The first game's awesome. That's all I care about.
Well, again, Doctor Doom, I have no idea what they're going to do because...
Daddy Pascal. Whoever's in the comment section, come on, man. You can do better than that. If you're going to bring up a celebrity, you can do better than that.
Like Henry Cavill, Daddy Pascal. Man, and I...
Derpy Entertainment, I'm going to find out who you are. It sounds familiar.
No, but like, there's no. I don't see any scenario other than having Fantastic Four and like the Fantastic Four just like go against Doctor Doom. But Doctor Doom is a Marvel villain, like all of it.
Yeah.
Like like his origins and who he first faces. That's one thing. But like what we were saying before, and I think the last stream of like what they can do. After Endgame, dude, right now would be a perfect time to actually fix Endgame, go back in time with the Time Stone, protect the planet, and then the whole universe gets snapped instead of instead of the whole, other than the planet Earth.
Neil Druckmann. What about him? You can't just drop a name and not say anything.
He's a loser. That's what Neil Druckmann is.
Did you see the footage for F4?
What? For Fantastic Four?
I think so. No.
I did not. Let me.
Is there something interesting?
Is it? Let me look it up. Is there? Is it like leaked footage or?
Is it official footage? Because the only leak movie I know of, like super leaked, was the Jurassic World one coming out.
Like, is that the one with Galactus? Because I'm not sure if that's real.
Is this real?
Like, it shows Galactus outside the planet or whatever.
I don't know. Chat, confirm, is it real?
I've seen images that look pretty terrible. And it doesn't look like there's any trailer. So, to answer your question, no, I have not seen it.
Yeah, it is for Fantastic Four. Leaked.
Yeah.
On Twitter, I'm guessing. That's probably like the safest route to go.
It's actually X, dude.
Same shit. It's the same fucking website, just different color.
Yeah. Galactus again. So what are they doing? If you announce Victor Von Doom and then Galactus, what are they teaming up or something?
Now they gotta fight.
Dude, no.
They gotta fight, man.
F you.
I would love to see Doctor Doom punching the Silver Surfer.
They
They should cast the same motherfucker.
We got to see it on the same. No, like,
you know what? They should have just brought those two back.
Dude, like, Robert Downey Jr. is a great actor. All right, he's doing whatever, but like, he doesn't really have much weight. In terms playing a villain, Von Doom, and yeah, he's not big. He's older. What is he? 63 years old or something?
I don't know.
Like, okay, he's older, and so you're telling me the best version of Doctor Doom, which isn't too bad, I guess, is from the first Fantastic Four movie. That's the best one we're gonna get.
Yeah.
And like, to be honest, his costume design not that bad, not as good as the comics, but I was like cool with it when it came out. Yeah. I love that stupid garbage movie. And that actor was perfect for Mr. Fantastic.
Every time Doctor Doom gets brought up, all I can think of is the scene in the X-Men movie where they tell Magneto that if he supports humans or mutants, he has to get marked, and then he talks about his like concentration camp tattoo.
What are you talking about? What scene?
It's like some like mutant supremacist or whatever. And then
in
he's
a comic?
No, in the movie, like the live action one.
No,
it's in one of those movies.
Magneto. That's X-Men Last Stand when Magneto's talking to just a random mutant.
Really? I thought it was just a random mutant supremacist.
No. Yeah. It's to represent like if you're a mutant, what's your mark? Like.
Yeah, that's what
like
I'm talking about. I don't know why. It just keeps coming into my head every time I hear the name.
What's wrong with you? That Doom has nothing to do with that movie. Like
never again.
I love that's one of the garbage movies I love too, dude. Okay, I don't see any storyline that's been a comic being adapted right now. Like I think they're just gonna pull it from thin air.
Maybe
because like there's you got Falcon, Captain America. You got whoever else is Carol Danvers.
I mean,
like what Avenger movie are we getting? Who's our heroes, man?
Who's our villain?
Doctor Doom.
For the Avengers movie?
Probably. We were getting Doomsday. All they showed us was Doomsday and then freaking that. And then we got like announcements like Born Again. But then we got She-Hulk? Is she going to be an Avenger somehow?
And I also thought they were setting up that whole...
Is Loki going to come back? Set up what?
That whole like anti-Avengers team that what's his fucking name owns. Where it's like US agent. I think Doctor Doom might be part of it or something like that. It was a weird comic panel I saw. Who the fuck
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shit? You know the chick who recruits What's his fucking name, man? I'm like listing names all the time right now.
From S.H.I.E.L.D.?
John Walker.
Yeah. What about her?
I thought she was supposed to be setting up this like anti-Avengers team or whatever, or like the evil Avengers team or whatever the fuck it's called. It's like supposed to be under the government again or whatever the fuck.
You mean like an MCU Suicide Squad?
Kinda.
I don't know.
The title is corny. Doomsday. What else are you gonna call it?
I'm okay with that title, Doomsday. Like,
what else are you gonna call it?
Like it's comic books. Like you should see, like if you read comics, most of them are corny. Doomsday, Secret Wars. Secret Wars is corny. But like, what are we getting?
What would you call it, huh? If it's such a corny name, what would you call it? Because I got no fucking clue what you would call it.
I still love that. I think I'm gonna bring it up every stream where like when there was like a tweet, somebody asked Chris Evans, "Hey, are you coming back as Captain America?" Probably not. No. And then somebody else was like, "Because he's probably already been cast as Magneto."
I would hate to see that.
Dude, I'm already hating to see Robert Downey Jr. Like, I thought it was fake because I wasn't like live on the Comic-Con thing. I just saw like somebody's camera footage when I don't know what kind of camera they were using. It looked like from the freaking flip phone. And then I went and watched it. I'm like, oh, this is a real thing. Like he did that thing. And everybody that was clapping there, I don't think they were clapping for him being Dr. Doom. I just thought they were like happy to see Robert Downey Jr. and connected to the MCU again.
Yeah, probably.
Again, like, I don't know who's writing this. Did they even announce a director? Because we just got this out of the blue. I think it was more like...
Dude, I know nothing.
Because Wolverine and Deadpool, again, not saving the MCU. It wasn't that good of a freaking movie. It was fun, and that's it. That was it. Nothing great.
Yeah, like, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, and like... the best thing that they could do right now is create an X-Men movie, which they're still on that whole thing where like they're not gonna call it X-Men because it's not inclusive enough for women.
I also thought
it's gonna be called like X People or something.
I also thought the X-Men were owned by Sony.
No, dude, it's been a while since Disney bought everything.
Really?
They bought Fox.
That's right, they did buy Fox.
Why do you think they have Deadpool?
Honestly, I thought you were just
Disney,
borrowing
dude.
that shit.
Nah, dude. Like, Ryan Reynolds has some ownership
I feel so old
on Deadpool, but yeah, like, that's Disney. Disney's got everything now. Other than Spider-Man, Disney has everything. Spider-Man's the only... And Sony ain't letting go.
They don't got Venom.
Dude, Sony... Okay. Venom is still... It's part of the Spider-Man universe. So it's pretty much Sony owns it.
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm
the
saying.
Venom movies, they have it, but Venom's gonna be in the MCU.
They don't got Morbius.
Who wants Morbius, man? Jared Leto's Morbius? Who wants him?
They don't got it though.
No, like
they don't got everything.
Okay, but the MCU, they have Venom now.
What?
Because remember on No Way Home, the end credits scene, which doesn't make sense. Like, how can a piece of the symbiote just like be left behind?
I also don't get why Venom would just lick the screen with Spider-Man on it if they've never met.
Well, is that from the second movie? What are you talking about licking the screen?
When they get transported into that universe,
I think he's just hungry.
No, because he says something along the lines of, "Oh, I recognize that guy," and then licks the screen. I was like, all right.
Well, like, they never established what kind of universe Venom was in. Was there a Spider-Man? Is this like an Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire universe?
I thought he was supposed to be like independent. Like there was no other heroes in that universe.
No, that's what I thought too. But like, obviously they're aiming towards something else. They're like leaning in on something. They put him in for no reason at all in No Way Home. I mean,
he would have been pretty funny to show up in those fight scenes. I would have loved to see him fight the lizard.
Yeah. It would have been great. But just Venom, not Tom Hardy. Like, I like Tom Hardy's character, but Venom should be corrupting him morally as well, making him more angry, more like selfish and things like that. That's Venom.
Nah.
Like, he isn't just eating like him away, he's also like making his host a terrible person.
I like this version of Venom better.
Spider-Man wants to kill. He's okay killing with the Venom suit, and then Peter Parker realizes that it's a problem, and he tries to get rid of the suit. But Venom's like addicted to Spider-Man's power because he's never been so powerful connected to another host before. You know, and that's what's at least portrayed. And then, like, the best that they did that with was the Spectacular Spider-Man show, where he had the Venom suit and all that, and then he was like, Eddie Brock gets Venom, right? And that's my favorite version of Eddie Brock too, is him being a scientist instead of being a photographer. I never liked that. It was like a reverse Peter Parker situation. But anyways,
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Disney canceled it. It's only one season. It's on Disney Plus.
I know which one now.
But okay, so he's Venom. Eddie Brock is Venom, right? And then Peter Parker like convinces Venom, like, fine, I'll accept you back. It's what you want, isn't it? And Venom just abandons Eddie Brock, and like he absorbs it, but like there's a barrier, like a wall, and Venom's like, you tricked me, and like it's a great little scene and montage things. It's the best animated. Well, I don't want to say best animated Spider-Man, but in terms of storyline, it's probably the greatest one that they could have kept going with. I love the original Spider-Man stuff. Oh yeah, that's another thing.
We're getting death threats in the chat.
That's another thing. What we might get, screw the MCU. MCU sucks. What we might actually get is
Is that real?
What?
That the Guardians of the Galaxy celebrated its 10th year anniversary the other day of release. Is that real?
Oh, I feel so old.
Well, you are old. You are old. He's super old. 10 years, really?
Yeah.
It didn't feel like that long ago.
You know, I was thinking about
You're so old.
Chris Pratt today because I was thinking about the movie Moneyball. And like Chris Pratt's in Moneyball. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
But like instead of the MCU, and we'll probably talk about Guardians of the Galaxy, but instead of the MCU, with X-Men 97, they tied in the Spider-Man show, and we might get like a universe of the shows in the art style of X-Men 97, and I hope that happens because we get to see Daredevil, Punisher, we get to see
but there's
Captain America, Iron Man. You have to watch, dude. Watch it when you get home.
He's dead,
dude. Watch the damn thing.
but he fucking dies.
Does he though? Watch the stupid show, man.
I refuse to pay for Disney Plus, so no.
Just watch it here. Watch on my profile, dude. It's not even mine, it's my brother's. I've never paid for a streaming service ever. Yeah, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, exactly.
But man, Guardians of the Galaxy, 10 years, huh?
I feel so
F my
old.
life.
It feels like just yesterday was coming out. I feel so old saying that. I bet you say that all the time, huh?
Third movie? We got a third movie, huh? Gosh, they did.
Oh, Adam Warlock. Yeah.
They did him dirty, dude. Like, they didn't do it right. Like, I was thinking, how are they going to do Adam Warlock without Thanos? And they did it, and it sucked.
Stay back while I hurt this thing. Whoa, let's be rational.
Well, did James Gunn direct the third movie?
I don't fucking know. I don't care.
Because that sucked.
That movie was super funny. I love that movie. It was so funny.
Dude, I haven't watched I haven't, like, that's one of the things, like, none of these movies are good enough for me to go back and watch on repeat. Like, it's, other than the first Iron Man movie, Civil War, I could do it. The second Captain America movie, I could do it. And, like, all pretty much the original first ones, I can watch again. But like Guardians of the Galaxy, even though it's a great movie, like they did it, and they did all the aesthetics of the Kirby comic. I didn't like what they did with who's the main bad guy in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Which one?
The first one.
Ronan?
Yeah, I don't like what they did to it. Like, why isn't he green? And like, he's not.
He's ball sack.
He's not
blue.
like by himself, and he doesn't act like that. He's all about like like the army and the Imperium and all that stuff. Like he's not doing like his own thing.
He got like a
he did
hammer.
it. I don't know. I thought it was very weird.
You got a hammer.
Yeah, and like I guess the actor did a good job. Like it was a great little story. Whatever. But it was very. They did the Jack Kirby comic right. Like the art style, the comedy. It was really, really, really good. And then I think they effed up Drax like a lot. They made him too comedic.
Yeah.
And he was funny, even in the second one, but it's like, okay, like where's the
Holy shit! Oh, what's the
where's the
plot
substance
of
on
the
this?
second movie? Oh, EO or whatever the hell his fucking ego or some shit like that.
I would have. By the way, I would have preferred to see Drax kill Thanos than Iron Man.
Yeah,
That would
I
have
agree with
made
that.
way more sense to me. Because it wasn't even like
we're here to chew names and no, we're here to chew butt and kick names.
no, yeah, and like it was so stupid that the Hulk snapped his fingers and didn't think of like, let's kill Thanos and bring everybody back. Because he couldn't bring Natasha back because that was the sacrifice to get the stone. But why didn't he kill Thanos at the same time?
I don't think they knew of the other Thanos at that point. I thought the whole thing was like, oh, we're bringing everybody back, and the whole, or from what I remember, it was like they were going back in time to bring everyone
I don't
back.
want to watch that movie, but I need to watch that stupid movie again.
It's like they were. I think they were going back in time to bring people back, and then because their Thanos was already dead, and they didn't know about the other one. It was only like Nebula that had that weird bullshit.
Okay, Derpy Entertainment. First of all,
What did he say?
he's talking about don't disrespect James Gunn. It's like, yeah, he did good in the first two movies, even though the second movie was like, eh. The Suicide Squad movie had a lot of fun. Sucked. It wasn't well written.
Now I
The
know it
plot's like-
sounds kind of bad.
And James Gunn, like, look at what he's doing to Superman, dude. What the freak is that? Yeah, James Gunn, like, I will see. I'm still, like, I don't like what he did about the whole, like, cancellation bull crap. Like, he got canceled, and then he kind of, like, jumped on the bandwagon and canceled other people. Like, he was doing some bull crap.
You gotta get brownie points, bro. What you talking about? You gotta be let back on the
No,
internet.
but, like, what he's doing with the DCU, firing Henry Cavill unceremoniously on his birthday, right after they released that garbage Black Adam film, brought him back to just the next day be like, yeah, you're fired. And then cast this guy fine. Like, no hate on that actor, but look at the suit. Yeah, they got the colors right. They got the Kingdom Come Superman symbol. I don't like it. It looks like a motorcycle suit. It's loose. He's not that buff. And then there's like 50 characters in the movie.
There was like 50 characters in that Deadpool movie too.
In the Deadpool, they're going across multiverses and universe. This is a Superman movie. Well, if it's taking place in Metropolis, why are all these? There's a Green Lantern in it. There's Hawkgirl in it. There's Mr. Terrific is in it. Dude, you're getting a Justice League movie,
I need a Doomsday.
and like apparently there's supposed to be other characters in that movie too. And like all the leaks that we got, like the images, I don't know what he's going for, because it should have been an isolated Superman movie. He got the colors right, but the trunks, it should have been the box trunks, should have been the Speedo trunks. I love that they did put the Superman symbol on the cape, the yellow Superman symbol. Awesome. Great choice. I did like it when he said that we're going back to the truth, justice, and the American way. Awesome, but dude. Excuse me. I'm not happy about like his decisions for the DC universe. He's a comic book fan, great. So was Zack Snyder, and look what they did there. Zack Snyder wrote the worst
Yeah, but Zack Snyder's a super
universe. Huh? They try to do the whole Dark Knight thing with not only Superman, but
My boy had said, I guess you're a Snyder fan or just a nitpicker. Your
No.
opinion isn't valid. And then you said all that, and he's
F you.
lol.
F you. I hate Zack Snyder. That guy's a dick. No, I'm a comic book fan. I like some of the things that James Gunn did. I do like some of the things he did. I don't think he's perfect. I think he's screwed up on... If he did the third movie with Adam Warlock, that sucked. Terrible. The Suicide Squad, great. He had a lot of fun. He just kind of whipped a bunch of things out. It was like he did characterization well. That's something James Gunn does do pretty good. He does characters well.
It was James Gunn for the third one.
Yeah. Well, James Gunn, like that's the one thing I'll concede is that he does.
Holy shit!
He does characterization well. Like you feel for the characters. Like in the end of Suicide Squad, the second movie, when like the starfish was on the guy and he was like, I was happy, like in space, like by myself, and you just like you feel that, and it's like the only line that thing has. That he does that well.
Bird.
But I don't know what's the. I'm a huge DC fan. Mm-hmm. Batman's my favorite character next to Daredevil, but different universes. I just don't think he's doing a good job. Like, I love Guy Gardner as Green Lantern, love him, but that bowl cut for a real person, like keep it in the comics, man. Like Daredevil's my favorite Marvel hero, but you should not bring back his yellow and red suit. That's the first suit he ever had.
Yeah.
Right? Nah, it's not a good suit. The acrobatic yellow suit. That's wet. Like that ain't good. But yeah, and like as much as I like the Dark Knight movies or the Christian Bale's Batman, that suit isn't a good suit. It's cool armor, all black, but dude, give me the freaking gray suit, blue cowl, Batman symbol, and give me the freaking trunks.
I think you might actually just be retarded.
F you, man. Dude, like the comics did well. It's comics, man.
I think Christian Bale's Batman has the most realistic suit. And the most functional suit.
I didn't say it wasn't
the
realistic.
Most actual Batman
Dude,
suit.
I didn't say it wasn't realistic or functional. I'm just saying, like, I want Batman to be Batman.
He is Batman.
All right? No, I want him in, like... The dude has ears, okay? He has bat ears. I want him in the trunks. I want him in all that stuff. Like, man, F you. Like the DC, like Superman's symbol, I don't even like I love Christopher Reeve as Superman. I don't even like his S because it's like a V. It's like a V and then S instead of straight down an S. That's my favorite one. Mm-hmm. And even if I'm nitpicky on that, like, yeah, Christopher Reeve is the perfect Superman. Mm-hmm. Probably the best we're ever gonna get. Henry Cavill could have been the perfect Superman if he had a good script, but they didn't even write Superman. Like, you're telling me that Superman isn't going to save his own dad? You're also telling me that like Superman is going to kill all possible Kryptonian life? Like, the dude's a mass murderer.
Does he do that?
Yeah, when he's like, Krypton's had its chance, and then just kills everything. It's like, dude, do you know what you're doing? You're erasing a civilization, a whole race. What are you doing, man?
But they were space racists.
No, that was Zod, and I don't like that.
Like, so Krypton.
Dude. My throat's getting dry. Mm-hmm. No, but that Man of Steel movie sucks so hard. Look, I'll say this. I don't think James Gunn Superman movie can be worse than the Man of Steel movie.
Probably not.
Like, Snyder sucks. Josh Whedon's Justice League was better than Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Remind me,
and I like seeing Darkseid, but that movie sucked.
Did Zack Snyder ever get canceled for something?
No, because he's woke. He's all about that bullcrap.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Dude, him and his wife especially, they're all about like pronouns and trannies and all that crap.
Yeah, you can't say that, man.
Well, I said it. Well, sue me.
You know, the videos get reviewed when monetization starts being a thing. Just out of that word, we gonna get no more.
I'll find that word in some other language and say I was saying that and it meant something else. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's also gonna be in the video, man.
I don't care. Hey, I'm not saying any gamer words.
Kinda.
What can I say to those freaks?
Nothing. They're untouchable right now.
Yeah, but they keep touching everybody else.
Yeah. Too bad.
Whatever, man.
They keep touching. Diddy.
Like, disgusting.
Like Drake.
Like Drake? Did you just say that? Okay. That's funny because doesn't Drake do a music video where he's Robin? Or he's Batman?
He's Robin, yeah.
Freaking loser. But
Boy Wonder.
Yeah, I don't think James Gunn can F it up as bad as Zack Snyder F'd up his universe.
It's a possibility.
No, and that's still the other thing. Is like, what's this fool's name? Department Derpy Entertainment. Shout out to Derpy. Don't disrespect James Gunn. Block. Nah, I'm playing.
I need to know who this derpy guy is.
Dude, he's just a dude, man. He's just like it. Came to our video, but that's still the thing. Like we haven't heard James Gunn firing anybody else. Ezra Miller, as far as we know, is still Flash. Jason Momoa is still Aquaman. Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. And whatever that one black dude is still Cyborg, whoever his name is.
I don't know. I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever seen him.
We know Ben Affleck. I don't think Ben Affleck ever got fired. Ben Affleck just like doesn't. He just like, I quit. I don't want to do Batman without Zack Snyder. And we're like, but it sucked. Batman vs Superman sucked.
Batman was okay.
Justice League sucked. Okay.
Did he ever get his individual Batman movie?
No, because he was supposed to.
That's crazy.
He was supposed to do a younger Batman.
That's crazy.
And with Robin. And he was going to write and direct the script and star in it.
Nah, my boy was going to write himself a fanfic.
Dude, he's a good writer. Ben Affleck's a good writer. He did an Argo, and he also starred in that. And he directed it as well.
Who? What?
Oh, you got to watch it. I don't know what else he directed.
He's not that good.
Did you catch the Ben Affleck Jennifer Garner joke? So how obviously Ben Affleck cheated on Jennifer Garner. And she divorced him, right? And Jennifer Garner plays Elektra. And she's in the Deadpool Wolverine movie. And he's like, oh, we lost Daredevil? Oh, that was a huge loss. And she's like, yeah, not really. I'm like, F Ben Affleck. Not really Daredevil. Man, that sucked that he screwed up that marriage. The power couple.
How did he cheat on her? Why?
Housekeeper. He pulled an Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't even know. And just like, I think it was also an ugly chick too. I wonder, because Arnold Schwarzenegger got with a really ugly maid, and his wife was way better looking. Maybe it was the wife's problem. Maybe they're just getting doesn't stop nagging him or something. I don't know. No, but yeah, Ben Affleck, and I think he did it. Well, at least he didn't have a love child like freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger did, because he did it while he was filming Superman or Batman, I think. Yeah.
That's fucking
and I
crazy.
love Jennifer Garner, dude. She is awesome. She's awesome. I like. Oh, my wife doesn't know. I think she's fun movies. She does good. I like her in Elektra. Well, my wife doesn't know we're on YouTube right now.
What was her name?
Jennifer Garner.
Oh.
Yeah. There isn't even an Elektra movie. Also not good, but it's fun. I like watching it. I prefer her as Elektra than the chick in the Daredevil show in season 2. As Elektra. Like, more comic booky. Like, in the Daredevil show, that Elektra, she's from France or something. And she's all... And by the way, well written, but like her suit thing, it's weird. It's like halfway ninja.
Yeah.
But just clothing. Like, yeah, the Daredevil movie, she's all in like this leather. And at the time, everything was leather, even the Daredevil suit. But then the Elektra movie, I was like, she's like hardcore. Like, that's what Elektra looks like. Like, that's the closest. It's not comic book, like, just like the comics, but it's as close to it. It's awesome, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Sucks. But it's a good watch. It's one of those. And, I remember that it was. Well, what movie was it that they were like saying had the first lesbian kiss or whatever? I think it was like Miss Marvel or something. The Marvels.
I don't know.
There was someone was like first gay kiss, and then it was an MCU movie in the MCU, in a Marvel movie, and then I like wrote back. Actually, the first lesbian kiss was in Elektra. So F you.
Really?
Oh, that's the other thing. We were supposed to get a Blade movie right now, and I just read
Where the game at?
Like a month ago or a week ago, the second director has quit.
God damn.
The first director quit because of studio involvement. Now the second director quit, and then the actor almost quit.
That's fucking crazy.
He almost quit, and apparently, like, the reason why he almost quit was it was just too much. It wasn't he wasn't. There wasn't enough action roles, and he was same thing. Like, he was following a chick around the MCU. It wasn't his story. Blade in name only, and something else. And he's a great actor. And I'm glad they brought Wesley Snipes back as Blade for Deadpool and Wolverine. That was nice. But at the same time, it's like, dude, cut his hair, make him. You should have told him to work out. That's one thing that's starting to piss me off. Is the noodle arm heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you see it in Iron Fist. That's when it like kind of started. Because like Charlie Cox and Daredevil beefed up Frank Castle. You know, got ripped. You know,
I mean, he still looks pretty tiny in every clothing he uses.
he looks like he works out. He looks military. You know what I mean?
He looks
He
average.
looks like he could beat the crap out of me. And so does Daredevil.
Then again, he also acts
then-
mentally unstable. So
But then you see like Iron Fist, and like he barely works out at all. The actor for that, right? And like even Bucky is smaller. He was massive in Winter Soldier. He was freaking yoked.
yeah,
You saw over time, like even Chris Evans, he's got like smaller and smaller because he wasn't working out as much. Like from the first movie and the Avengers movie, and then you saw the other movies. I'm like, oh, they just filled him up with the suit because he's not as big. You know what I mean? And then Shang-Chi, the dude barely worked out. He just seems skinny. And then and like these noodle arm heroes, dude. Like I do believe that some of these girls can beat them up because some of the girls are bigger. But yeah, like I'm sick of like my heroes not working out. Like remember freaking Ben Affleck in that training sequence in Batman vs Superman, just pulling the tires.
no, I never watched the movie, so no, I don't remember.
You've never seen it?
No.
Dude, it sucks, but you should watch it.
No, I didn't watch any of them. Like, I only got to watch the Justice League movie for Zack Snyder because I was stuck in El Salvador and it was the only fucking thing playing on TV. I was like, why is it airing in English? That was my first question. I was like, why the fuck is this movie airing in English? And it's the extended version. And I knew it was the extended version. I was sitting in that bitch for like 3 hours and the movie was still not done. I was like, what the fuck? Man, this movie ain't done yet. This shit's boring. Where's Superman at? And then he shows up. and
Yeah,
beats
and
the
like
shit
the
out of
last
the
30
Justice League.
minutes again.
Yeah, beats the shit out of the Justice League. Almost kills Batman, and
Yeah, it was horrible writing. Like, how did Lois Lane get behind all that military and get the clearance and then just gets right up?
And then fucking Wonder Woman talking about some remember who you are, and he just
Like, what?
pulls her.
No, and Wonder Woman acting like she's like some hero because like she obliterates dudes. Like she puts her like freaking I was gonna say chocolates. She puts her freaking bracelets together, obliterates dudes. And like there's a bunch of Girl Scouts like, oh, like dude, if little girl or a boy, a kid, see that, I'm not gonna look at that chick like a hero. I'm like, what the F? I just saw people get obliterated, get melted by some power blast you did, and then you just come over here and smile? Like, who the freak are you, lady?
It's
Dude,
like
I'd be terrified.
I don't know. It's like the face she made and like how confident she was that Superman would listen to her. That was crazy to me. I was like, okay. So he just pretty much went on and beat the shit out of you guys anyways. And then I love the Ezra Miller scene when he's like doing the stupid run and Superman
Dude. Yeah.
looks
he's
at
like,
him and then he's like
I hate Ezra Miller, man.
and he swings at him. Oh my god. And then fucking Aquaman dude doesn't do shit that entire fight. He like jumps at him and
He's
as soon
just
as he
like,
lands,
oh.
boom in the chest and he just Also, I think he would have killed Aquaman right there. Because if he didn't know who they were and he
Aquaman
wasn't
has super
holding
strength.
back.
Aquaman has super strength.
Yeah, but he also didn't know who they were. And they were just kind of like going at him. I don't think he would have held back. He doesn't know what's
I
going
also
on.
don't believe that Lois Lane. Dude, what a terrible casting for Lois Lane.
I don't even remember her. So
Amy
I don't care.
Adams. Yeah, she terrible. But like, dude, what like? Yeah, you gotta watch him just so you know what's happening.
Yeah, that's okay. I didn't know that was Lois Lane. Okay, cool.
Get off your phone, man. We're streaming.
Well, I had to know where it was.
Oh, freaking!
So I don't remember her.
Gotta get my chair right. I pushed back too far. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think you should watch it if you've never watched it.
Not watching that.
Dude, watch it just so you know how crappy James Gunn's DC, or no, not James Gunn, Zack Snyder's DC was.
No, I watched
Again,
the fight scene already.
James
I'm
Gunn
straight.
can't make it any worse than what it was. He can't.
I watched the fight scene
It would be
on YouTube.
very difficult.
I'm
But
straight.
he can still make it a bad movie, a bad universe. Like, and that's the problem. Everybody's trying to do a universe. Like, just do a good movie, do a good Superman movie, and then that's it. Like, we'd be solid, dude. We don't need anything else.
What other? What is it? The Conjuring also did that, where like every movie that supposedly came after was connected to each other. And I remember at the beginning, people were like, "Oh man, you know, why do they keep casting these two people as Ed and Lorraine?" Oh man, it's all the same universe. And they did that. That shit fucking failed. Because Nun 2 sucks absolute cock shit. You know?
I haven't watched any of these. But I know what you're talking about. Like, everybody... I when I saw, like, all these sequels and stuff like that, they all looked like the same
La
thing to me.
Llorona was like, I mean, I guess. It's kind of cool. Cool. Cool, like, reference, I guess. And then, like, the Annabelle movies are, like, after the first one. I was like, do I really need another Annabelle movie? Do I really?
I don't know.
The Conjuring movies themselves were, like...
But was Annabelle like that Chucky spin-off movie?
Well, they're the real life inspiration for it, yeah.
Really?
Yeah?
Like, isn't Annabelle like Chucky's wife or something?
No, Annabelle's like an actual thing.
I don't know.
Yeah?
Well, back to actual superhero stuff that people care about instead of this
The
garbage.
Catholic Bible.
this garbage freaking horror movies. You've been on a horror movie binge ever since that.
I've always been on a horror binge. I love horror movies.
I like monster movies. Horror
I like
movies
them
is
both.
different.
I prefer
different.
monster movies, like werewolves. I love werewolves. They're so cool.
Yeah, but that's not horror. That's monster.
That's horror.
No.
You mean to tell me the Wolfman?
Have you seen it? Did you go home and watch The Wolfman?
No.
Put it in, dude.
I
Like,
was supposed to watch it with you, so I didn't watch it.
oh, okay. We'll watch it.
You bitch. you beat on me, and then you bitch.
Well, dude,
I
don't beat, man.
I didn't say you beat me off. I said you beat me.
Well, what are you doing tomorrow after work?
Going to watch the fucking movie with you?
Which one?
Long Legs? You
Oh,
dick?
we're gonna go
Or
watch
did you
Long
forget?
Legs? Yeah, I forgot. Remember that.
Right, fuck you. We're not going anymore.
Long Legs. Okay. I don't know. Is that what we plan tomorrow?
Yeah.
Right after work, or what time do you
When
get off?
Devin
Work?
got here,
What time do you get off?
5:30.
Oh yeah, we could go watch it.
Hmm.
Movie theater's like right there.
That's what I'm saying. But whatever. Honestly, no. We would definitely plan better because I fucking hate these regular seats now. I can't sit in these fucking regular theater seats.
So I watched The Fellowship at the good one, Veterans, right, with my parents, and then I went to watch the Return of the King at this one, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, no.
It was still great watching Return of the King, but I found myself getting tired there.
Yeah,
And
man.
I was more tired when I went to watch Fellowship. And Fellowship is less action.
Yeah, man. It's like
know.
your ass cheeks hurt like a motherfucker
Yeah.
in those seats.
Like, damn, dude. Yeah, I no longer will go to theaters. So we're going to go to Veterans. So are we going to go tomorrow or what?
I'll double check tonight. I'll then let you know tomorrow morning.
Well, okay, give me a
Well, I
second.
guess. Doesn't really make me feel any better.
Well, we could go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe.
possibility. Yep. Yep, maybe.
Damn, what the freak? There's something wrong here. Okay, but anyways, it's okay. It's called. What's the movie we're gonna watch?
It's called Long Legs.
Long Legs. And why is there a reason why it's called Long Legs?
Yes, but that kind of gives away the
Does
movie.
it give it away, the movie? Like,
Yeah.
it's actually a part of it?
Yeah.
It's not just a name that just,
Yeah, pretty much.
you know.
It's got to
Okay.
do with the devil.
That's something that. That's actually something that the MCU can do. They could do horror films. Did you ever see The Wolfman at Night that Disney Plus did? It's a
No.
Marvel property thing. They did The Wolfman at Night. And it was like a one-off thing. I think you'll like it. It's not like super great, but it's fun.
What
It's all
to-
black and white.
I know that two heroes deal with werewolves. Apart from, I know it's Blade.
Blade
And-
deals with it.
I think it's fucking Moon Knight that like fights one of them.
I don't think so.
I might remember.
Okay,
that.
here's all the horror ones that you could do in the Marvel Universe. Blade. Ghost Rider for freaking sure.
Ghost Rider.
Nightcrawler. So Nightcrawler, when he, I need to figure out which lore it is, but I'm pretty sure when he's teleporting, if he slows it down, he's actually going through hell. He's going through the dimension of hell and coming out.
That's fucking crazy. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So like, you could do horror movies with Ghost Rider, Nightcrawler, which I would love to see a Nightcrawler movie because he's a priest. He's Catholic. He's very devout Catholic.
Oh my god, like Daredevil.
Blade, you could definitely do it. Vampires, Dracula, all that stuff. Now, werewolf. What character can deal with a werewolf in the not MCU in Marvel itself?
It as shitty as it is, it would make sense for Moon Knight to encounter one.
Doctor Strange could kind of do it because of time travel.
That's a little too OP for a werewolf to face.
No. It's more like he wouldn't be facing anybody like a werewolf. He'd be facing something else.
Oh, I
Something more
meant like
mystical.
facing one. It would make sense for Moon Knight to do it.
Facing a werewolf?
because they're both
Okay, but from the comics, he has a Tommy gun.
one
He has,
one of his personalities has a Tommy gun. I'm talking the Moon Knight. Take the crescent moons at that bitch. The one in the Lego figure, not Mr. Knight. I'm talking about Moon Knight.
yeah.
With the white hood.
They did a crappy Moon Knight.
I love Moon Knight.
I don't know who. So I'm definitely missing a lot of characters that could do. Elektra could do more of like a horror thing.
Yeah.
What other characters that I'm freaking missing?
The Hobgoblin. The
Hobgoblin is just terrifying.
Exactly.
Like they could do more Halloween-y stuff, but I'm talking about like full-on horror. Ghost Rider for sure. Ghost Rider could definitely do it. Pretty much most of the X-Men. You'll see it when you watch the freaking 97 show. It gets terrifying because Mr. Sinister, dude, he's terrifying. He like experiments on babies and everything. Like he goes ham. Yeah.
Oh man, I know in one of the comics Wolverine fights a couple like cryptids or whatever. Yeah, it's the latest one where he like fights a Wendigo, and I know it's like a very long fight because they both can fucking regenerate. So he's just going at it with the fucking thing for like days, if I remember correctly, which is cool. You know, it's pretty awesome. It's one of the cooler mythical creatures out there. Definitely a lot scarier than a fucking werewolf, I'll tell you that. Or a fucking vampire. The lead the vampire will give you the option of a somewhat humane treatment.
Not that humane.
New trailer came out for Nosferatu.
Really?
Even crazier.
Oh man,
It just keeps getting better.
I gotta tell Devin about it
better.
because he's super excited for that movie. And when is it coming out? Nosferatu.
I think October.
Dude, I really need Universal to finish up that park though.
Oh yeah. Oh
Dude,
yeah.
like, I need them to finish up that park.
Man, as cool as the original Jurassic Park movie was, I think they should have stuck to. I think somebody else should have done their own version and stuck to the book.
Which one?
The original Jurassic Park, like as cool as it is, and as much of a marvelous advancement in technology that movie was, I feel like somebody should have done it and stuck closer to the book and actually made it a scary film. Because that was the one. That was the one thing I'm never gonna forgive Universal for. How they made the second Jurassic World movie. They amped this shit up. They even got a horror director and everything. Amped this shit up to be the scariest Jurassic Park movie. And it just... What the fuck was that? It was like, it had scary scenes. That's it.
Yeah, I just remembered. You know what could have been a really good horror movie? Morbius.
The Ghostbusters.
Look... Jurassic Park novels is very niche, man.
It started that way. What are you talking about? It's not.
It's still niche.
No,
Dude,
I refuse to believe Michael Crichton is that niche.
You're the first person I've ever met that's ever read
That's gotta be bullshit.
novels, and I didn't even know there was multiple novels.
There's only 2.
That's more than one. I didn't even know that till you told me. And I was like, "Oh, you read them?
What do you fucking mean? The movie posters say it,
dude." Not something
based on Michael Crichton's novel. The movie fucking poster has it at the bottom.
Not something I grasped, dude. I watched Jurassic Park 3 in theaters.
Oh, okay, that explains it. It's the only one he didn't write. Some shit.
No, but I'm talking about even back then. Like, I'm pretty sure I watched number 2. Maybe I don't know what year it came out.
19.
Because in Brazil, we just watched everything. Like, my brother used to watch the regular Jurassic Park movie.
We just watched everything.
As a kid. Yeah, because there was no ratings in Brazil. There are now, but even when I was a teenager, there wasn't. Like, it's just a movie. You just go and hopefully your parents
1997.
know what it's about.
That's the second one.
Yeah, so we probably
2001 is the third one.
We probably didn't because we were still in Brazil in 97.
And then 93 is the original. So
yeah, I was like 2.
2001. That's fucking crazy. The last Jurassic Park movie, 2001.
Man, the year of 9/11.
I had to replace that fucking movie 4 different times as a kid because I played the DVD too many
I had
times.
a VHS. Sometimes I had to blow on it.
So
I have a VHS, and I had it also in Portuguese. Jurassic Park.
that's what I liked about DVDs. They would just include every
yeah.
language.
Jurassic Park was. I remember I never watched it in English until I was an adult.
Yeah,
I
neither
always
did I.
watched it in Portuguese. I still to this day only watch it in Portuguese.
Yeah.
Like Hercules, I can't watch in English. I need to watch in Portuguese.
can't.
It's so good in Portuguese.
I like the
It's so
songs
good.
better in English than I do. And
In Portuguese, they're really good. The songs are really good.
if I understood it,
Yeah,
maybe.
like because back in the day, Brazil was still like the number one for translation for dub.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Disney hired them. Disney was the one that would hire them,
Mm-hmm.
and like it was phenomenal.
It's like every Disney movie in Spanish. It's just literally the same dubs. The dub
It's the
actors.
same guy that does the Spider-Man voice.
No.
Oh,
Spider-Man. Spider-Man, I think, gets voiced. What other fucking like character did he do?
Goku.
No,
sure he does Goku in
Spider-Man.
Spanish.
Spider-Man didn't get voiced by Goku. Goku got voiced by Shrek, actually, and Krillin voiced, I think, Donkey.
Really?
I think, if I remember correctly,
Cool.
that's who they share. Yeah, Shrek is fucking crazy. I think he also voices Sonic.
Like what's a good distraction from all this stuff is actually YouTube drama.
YouTuber.
The kind of crap that's going on right now. Did you see the Dr. Disrespect stuff?
Oh my god! After you told me that, when I went to the bathroom, I checked Twitter real quick, and it was the dude who was with Mr. Beast had posted a picture of them too, and it was like, man, so many wonderful moments in the comments, right? Like he had said that, then Mr. Beast replied to it. It's like, no, because you're a fucking pedophile. And I was like,
Mr. Beast called Dr. Disrespect a pedophile?
not Dr. Disrespect, the dude that's with him, the dude who transitioned.
Oh, really? Show me. This is crazy.
Can't open that Twitter. Sorry.
Why not? F you.
Anyways, guys, you have to find it yourself because I don't think I liked it. I just saw it.
I don't have Twitter. You have to show me later. Yeah, because like, what's his name? Chris Kringle or something?
Yeah.
like the.
Who do you think is gonna be next? I think
Trend,
XQC is gonna be the next pedophile.
XQC? Who's that?
Another YouTuber.
Probably.
Either him or Sneeko. There's no shot.
No, I don't think Sneeko. I think it's gonna be that guy.
Nah, man, Sneeko loves cuties. I think he's got that.
The movie?
Yeah.
Cuties? Freaking animal.
He's like the only one who defended that movie,
What an animal.
and he keeps defending it to this day.
That guy's a monster.
I think he's next. Chat.
No,
I think
but-
place your bets, chat. I think I got this.
possibly what's the guy that's here in Tampa that does like video game streams? Always talks like this, long hair.
I doubt it.
He was recently on a live stream with Sneeko, and he was saying that like
Because
he thinks it's okay for kids to transition. Like
they've been at each other for an eternity.
yeah,
now.
and now they like talking to each other.
Was it a debate or was it just like a?
No, they did a live stream together. It was
didn't know
live.
about that.
It was like a few days ago. And then he asked him like, it's like, so you think like the kids shouldn't get married, but kids could like transition?
I don't know.
And then he was
about
like,
this.
yeah.
I need to find context here because Charlie
Watch
ain't
it.
like
It's on
that.
freaking YouTube. Dude, all like the big YouTubers are becoming animals. And PewDiePie's just there with his video games like, I'm chilling. Like, I'm going to keep playing games.
Who is it? I think it was Jacksepticeye who was getting like a lie detector test, and he's like, "What do you think is ruining you?" Oh, he's like, "Do you like Mr. Beast?" No. It was like, he's not lying. And he keeps getting asked a bunch of questions. It's like, what do you think is ruining our platform? It's all these fucking pedophiles. It's ruining our platform, man.
He's not lying.
Yeah, the
it's
dude
true.
behind the computer thing is like, he's not lying. The most serious face. He's not lying.
True. False.
And he was like, He's not lying. I was like, what the fuck? And then Markiplier. Markiplier is not even saying shit about anything going on. My boy's sticking to his own world. And PewDiePie just got a kid, so he's straight.
Yeah. Yeah, what's happening, man? Because, like, I don't really know all these, like, popular YouTubers. Like, I hear about Speed. Black dude who keeps making
I don't care about that guy.
Apparently, he's cool with Mr. Beast. So is this other black dude who, like, had Kevin Hart on and plays video games.
Yeah, I don't care about that guy.
I don't... Like, they're all caricature people. Like, even Mr. Beast, it's like...
That was the other thing Jacksepticeye said when he was getting the lie detector test. He was like... He said he hated Mr. Beast because he was the one who started the whole thing about making YouTube not be fun. He was the one who started making it just to make money, to get famous and everything, and not having fun. Because he's like, every video you see, there's not a single clip where he looks like he's having fun doing what he's doing. Mr. Beast is also getting sued, by the way.
Sued by who?
People who participated in his show, the Amazon special that he did, because apparently the show was rigged and like pretty much inhumane treatment to people in that bitch.
What Amazon show?
It's like some fucking like stupid game show that he did for I think it was Amazon or it was another platform. I did
see that on there was a tweet this dude said or made a video said that like used to work for, he's getting sued by Mr. Beast because he claimed to work for Mr. Beast and he signed an NDA and everything, but then he said, and I think that's the issue, the NDA, but then he said that like most of it's all fake.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's insane to me.
Anyways, PP break.
PP break, dude. I was gonna ask for a PP break.
Too bad I did it first.
Yeah, so there was that. I think none of the big, I guess, news YouTube outlet people report on it. The only time I saw the Mr. Beast stuff was actually on Geeks and Gamers. Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers talked about it. I didn't see any, and I think he pulled a clip from one of his live streams, and it was, I don't know what his name is the Viking dude. He was with Mr. Beast for like 2 years, and he said that like all his videos were authentic when they were there. Nobody was faking nothing. So that's interesting that they will do one that's fake. And like, yeah, it's very, and he did point something out that I agree with. It's very corporatized. Like they're doing a bunch of stuff to get views and keep like getting to the next level. And I agree with Anderson was saying, yeah, I don't agree that it's making YouTube worse, but yeah, like Mr. Beast doesn't look like he's actually having fun. Like YouTube was more of like a creator's, like the people's platform, and now it's more of something that's just another job. Like it's great if people are making money. We're not making money yet, but we're, it's one of our goals. But we're not. It's not our career. And if the future happens that we go that way, great. But yeah, like the Mr. Beast is one of those people that have made it to a point where like, yeah, this is now a corporate job. It's all business. It's not really, it's all about like, like I understand that collaborations has to have a benefit, but what happened to just like liking somebody and being like, I want to make a video with this person because they seem awesome, regardless of views and all that stuff. Like that's something that Joe Rogan does. He invites people on who he thinks is interesting, who he wants to talk to. He's not like, no, this person has this much money and that's why I'm going to talk to him. This person has this much influence, so I'm going to talk to them about that. Like, no, if there's a topic he wants to know about, he brings people on that nobody knows about, and people start discovering them through the Rogan podcast. So like that's what YouTube was, and Joe Rogan's podcast back on YouTube. It used to be just people getting together, making content that they liked that was entertaining. A place where like, to me, it was a replacement of the comic shops. The comic shops, I didn't go to them as often as I wanted to, but every time I went, we always had a conversation with somebody. I always talked to somebody about the movies that were coming out. You know, I talked to my friends about it, obviously, but YouTube was that replacement for me. Like, I saw my comic shop closed down, or my favorite comic shop got shot up at a mall in the Trolley Square Mall in Utah, and then they just left. I had no idea where they went. I don't know if they closed down, went out of business, but the whole place got shot up. But that's what YouTube was for me. It was that replacement, a place where I could go, hear about the news that somebody else knew about that I didn't. I wasn't a whole lot into the forums back in the day, but yeah, like at the comic shop, I would hear all the new stuff that was coming out, the new DC movie, the new comic book that like about Swamp Thing that I never heard about. The Walking Dead show, that kind of stuff. And then when all that was kind of like taken away, and got, honestly, one thing that the comic book shops failed to do was innovate. I think the last comic book shop that I went to, true comic book shop, was back maybe 2010, maybe 2014. I think it was 2014 in Boston, where it was all... Actually, yeah, 2014, I went to a comic book shop in Boston, I think close to Cambridge. Or no, was it close to Cambridge? Closer to Arlington. I know it was closer to Arlington than that. And it was all comic books, and then some collectibles like action figures and stuff. Now, when you go to a comic book shop, they got sometimes movies. They got like Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering cards, a bunch of Funko Pops. Like, one place that's super corporate is what's it called? Coliseum of Comics. They got comic books, obviously, but it's not, I would say that's not even half their store. Most of their store is hot toy collectibles, board games, posters, Lego, toys. It's like a toy shop, and with a comic book name. And the Coliseum of Comics is a great name, but yeah, like that's the last real shop I've been to which had actual fans. Like, dude, if you go to a comic shop today, most of the time what you're getting is people who are like currently in college, and it's the bro dudes. They like ask for the recent Star Wars comics, which suck, like Dr. Aphra and that kind of bullcrap. The recent Spider-Man comics, which I never thought they would start sucking. Because the Ultimate Spider-Man, it was pretty good right in the beginning, and then deep dive. Hated the whole clone arc and all that bullcrap. But yeah, like the X-Men comics, that's way worse. That used to be number one. That Spider-Man kept like bouncing back off each other. Yeah, it is so freaking bad. And you don't really get much comic talk anymore. You get talks about the movies. You get talks about like Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, sometimes Yu-Gi-Oh! And then like people are talking about YouTubers more than anything. That's how I found some of the YouTubers that I still follow to this day, is going to some of these newer comic shops. So that's good, because very rarely did I see like a fan over there, like a real fan of superheroes. Because when I was growing up, you would still get beat up for liking superheroes in junior high and high school. I didn't by the time junior high came around, but I got bullied for liking Star Wars when I was in elementary. You know, like junior high was still more like taboo to talk about, but I talked about it with my friends. And when people asked, like, you know, like high school, everybody was about sports and like working out, which I was into as well, but not sports, not so much. And like YouTube, I don't think it's becoming a terrible place. I think the policies are the biggest issue. I haven't run into anything yet because we're not monetized. We're not like worried about that stuff right now. But I see it with the YouTubers I follow. You know, like I follow like Count Dankula. I do follow Mr. Beast. I follow the Hodge Twins, Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers, Ass from Heel versus Babyface, Tom from Midnight's Edge. Probably follow a few others, and they are always talking about like copyright claims or like shadow banning from like talking about certain topics. And I think what makes YouTube bad is the lack of freedom of speech, being able to say whatever you want, and like those like striking because of some review or shadow banning. I think that's what makes YouTube crap. I don't think Mr. Beast, I get it, but I don't think Mr. Beast is making YouTube a bad place because there's so many creators on YouTube. There's people that I've never seen before that have tens of millions of followers, and all they're doing is like Nerf guns. Mm-hmm. You know, so I think YouTube is so big that it's hard to pinpoint like one person. Like maybe the style that Mr. Beast does is kind of ruined because it's not fun no more. But I was just saying that like I think what ruins YouTube and what's going to keep ruining YouTube is like the rules about what you cannot say on YouTube. You know, like certain slang or what's it called? Racial slurs and all that stuff. Like I'm not saying like everybody should be saying racial slurs, but like if somebody slips and says it, like it should be equal to everybody. If you're gonna make a law for your platform, it's gotta be equal to everybody. Like if black people are saying the N-word, why aren't they getting doxxed? If a white person says it, they're getting doxxed. You know what I mean? Like that's a social thing. But if you're gonna make it a law, everybody should be under the same scrutiny of like what's it called? Everybody should get the same punishment. You know what I mean? Just because you look a certain way doesn't give you the right to say a certain thing and then punish somebody else who looks differently than you.
But that's a word they have incorporated into their culture, a word that was used by other races to diminish them, which now no longer does to them.
Not necessarily, because like that's an American thing. And before
and where did it happen?
That word
in America. In America, it was
before
used
that
word
way. It was a Latin word that
but
meant
it was
black.
used that way here.
Only after the fact. Only years
Again,
later.
It was still used like that here, which is why it's such a big deal.
But regardless, it's using for slang purposes. So if the word in and of itself is bad, then nobody should be using it according to YouTube. Like their rules are clear in what they're doing.
Also, the whole like Charlie and like Sneeko thing, you're wrong. What he said was children should be able to identify as whatever they want and can. And then Sneeko played it off with a joke saying, then I should be allowed to marry my own child.
No, there's more later that he said that like it's okay for them to take hormone replacement.
If they want to, they do it. He also did already say it was okay for him to marry his own child.
The Sneeko or the other dude?
Sneeko.
But the other dude talked about like how it's okay for kids to take the medication to transition.
If they want to. Nobody's really going to stop them. If their parents are letting it do it, then they're letting it do it.
Yeah, so that was the thing. Like parents shouldn't even be allowed to do that because it's like, oh, you're gonna go to jail if you make your kid get a tattoo. But taking a drug that will ruin your whole life and possibly kill you is okay. Like that's the argument. It's like if these things that are way less important than this,
then why play it off with that joke?
That joke was okay, you gotta watch the whole thing. There's like a whole 2-hour conversation, but I'm talking about what like ruining YouTube. Those rules, like I get the whole social aspect of it.
Which is
it
why
doesn't matter if it's
wouldn't apply
embedded
to
in your
them.
culture. It's still an English language. It still shouldn't be applied to everybody, because if you're like there was a bunch of creators that were Chinese that were getting taken down, or like getting a strike on their channel because they were saying that. In Chinese, nigga means that, and in Korea, nigga means I. And so they were doing it to everybody until they're like, oh, but it's their language, and then they have to fight it and like get a bunch of stuff going so that they could fight it. And so if the word in and of itself is bad, it shouldn't. You're a platform, right? If you're gonna make one, you can't make one rule for a group of people and then choose other groups of people that like, we're going to take down your channel or give you a strike because we have different set of rules for you. That starts creating favoritism, and we've already seen it in Hollywood. We're gonna see it in YouTube. Like, why are certain creators being propped up when they're not as entertaining as somebody who does the same thing as them? Like Twitch, that happened with Twitch. Like these like Pokimane, like these chicks who are like sensual and get a lot of people, they favor them and then strike other people who are saying the same thing. So it's like that's why if you're gonna create a rule, it's across the board. So there is no favoritism. There is nobody who can override that because then they'll be favored. So if you're gonna, so I think the liberal part of things, which I agree with, is like everybody should be able to say whatever they want, and it should be us, the audience, to choose who we want to listen to for what they're saying. Like if somebody's like, I don't like these guys because I feel they're racist, but they're really not. Well, you feel that way. That's fine. You don't have to watch them, but just because you feel that way doesn't mean they actually are. So somebody else, they're going to get a different audience. So people like that's the thing. Because then when you meet people and they're much more freeing, and like we say certain things that we're never going to say here on YouTube, you know, that we hang out and all that stuff. And that's the most authentic we can be, and we're never going to be able to do that on YouTube. I think that's what ruins it, because it's the lack of authenticity that people are being suppressed by. Because again, regardless of what argument you want to say, like, oh, their culture, like people's culture accepted this word, and you know, because it was used against them. Like, well, currently living in America, nobody has owned a slave here, most likely. And so you can't diminish them for saying it, because they were never the problem in the first place. And you were never a slave, and you're saying this certain word. So like, there's no argument of like, yeah, but it was used against us. It was used against not you, possibly your ancestors, because not every black person was a slave at the time. So it's like, if you want to go down those arguments, there's a rabbit hole and layers and layers and layers of stuff that's going to diminish both sides of the argument. It comes down to like, if you don't like people using a certain word, that's on you. It's not on them, because they're using it and obviously they're comfortable with it. It doesn't make them a bad person. And just like, as you know, speaking Spanish and Portuguese, it matters how you say things, not exactly what you say. And so that's something that I think YouTube screws up on, is that if they want to make their platform like, it is the best currently, but if they want to prop it up, they have to let go of their ideologies of whoever's controlling everything and just allow everybody to say it. And then, yeah, when it comes to threats and true hate speech, which would be obvious, which will deal with like, you know, radicalization and stuff like that. Yeah, then you can investigate. And that's why we have a judicial system, because then you can sue, and in the court of law, you could prove if it was a threat or not, if it was hate speech or not. But you're allowing some entity that's a corporate entity, and it's public, it isn't private. YouTube is a public platform, controlling and dictating these things. That they have much more power than people realize.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I don't think it's just creator content is ruining things. I think rules ruin more than like people's content. Because you could just not watch that person. Like, if I don't like Mr. Beast, I could probably find somebody who does things just like him, has probably a lot less followers because they aren't corporatizing like Mr. Beast. But I personally might enjoy them.
On Mr. Beast, it was so funny when I had Zaxby's, right? I knew about his meal at Zaxby's or whatever, the Mr. Beast
burger?
meal.
I heard it's good.
The Mr. Beast burger place sucked. But anyways, he had a meal named after him at Zaxby's.
Yeah.
This whole thing happened with the Chris dude, and not even 2 hours after the allegations came out, yeah, that bitch is no longer available.
Seriously?
Every Zaxby's, no poster,
Why?
no meal, nothing.
But it has nothing to... Well, I understand, but like Mr. Beast wasn't the pedophile.
But it was most likely he knew the entire time and didn't do anything about
Yeah, I
it.
heard. So I did talk about Jake. Is it Jake the Viking or the Viking dude? So he was part of the crew. He's like a 6'5" guy or something like that. They call him Jake the Viking.
Mm-hmm.
And he was on a Geeks and Gamers live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about how like, because I was talking about how what's fake and what's not. And he said that when he was with the crew for like 2-3 years or something, everything was authentic. And he's like, it's possible that they're faking stuff now because they're corporatizing it. They're like trying to scale up and up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, and most people are saying that like it's all authentic. But yeah, I'm curious to see that Amazon. It was an Amazon documentary thing.
It was a game show he had for, I think it was either Amazon or some other platform that he had that game show for, and then contestants of the show came out saying stuff about it, and that it wasn't like humane or like people weren't treated very well. They didn't allow like medical treatment for people that got injured or whatever.
That would be insane. That like he would have been in jail.
I don't
let
know.
alone get sued.
He was also friends with that guy for like forever, and he probably knew
that he was talking to children.
There's this one clip where he's just sitting in the background of a really old video, right?
Yeah.
And he's looking at this poster that was created by this artist, super well known online, not for the right reasons. Shadman. Don't know if you've heard of the guy. But at first, it was just straight up like making porn of existing characters, right?
Gosh. Okay.
That's pretty much internet. That's internet shit, right?
Yeah,
That's gonna happen because Rule 34 has been around for God knows how long.
Rule 34.
I'll get into that. And then he started drawing porn of younger characters. It started with Chi-Chi from the original Dragon Ball. And then
child?
And then other characters. And it got super bad to the point. You know Keemstar, right?
Keemstar?
Keemstar? The internet news reporter.
Or whatever. Yeah.
So he had a 6-year-old at the time. And he was talking shit about Shadman. And he drew his daughter. Straight up.
Dog.
And then there was another YouTuber at the time.
Did he get sued and thrown in jail?
There was another YouTuber at the time that was 11. She got super big or whatever because she cussed or whatever. She was 11, but super funny. They got into a beef online too. And he was like, fuck you then. Drew her as well. To an 11-year-old child. Drew them. He did have a legal fight with Keemstar. But since he's not in the US, he's in Norway, I think. They couldn't do anything about it. And then recently he was like, you know what, guys? I'm taking a break from internet. Leaves. But one of his more famous pieces, the Chris dude had as a poster in his wall in one of the videos, and Mr. Beast is just like looking at it the entire time. He's like, it was
and
super
nobody
funny.
caught on back then?
I don't think they weren't very big back then. So nobody was really looking into their content as much. And then some dude was like, holy fucking shit, is that a Shadman drawing? And then he posted it. And then some fucking degenerate in the comments was like, yeah, it's this image. Boom, high resolution image. The exact fucking poster he had. And I was like, yo, you guys are killing me. How the fuck did you find this so fast? And then Shadman returned in May, I think it was.
He's not in jail.
He's in Norway.
In Norway, they allow child pedophilia?
No, but it's a drawing, so they can't do anything about it.
But he drew another dude's daughter.
Yeah, an American.
Dude.
He didn't threaten him.
If I was that American, I'd show him some American power
Keemstar
and go over
did
there.
a lot to try to get him in trouble. He was alright. He got fined a shit ton from what I remembered. And then he had to serve community service and some shit like that.
Yeah.
But he's pretty much scot-free. And then now he's come back. He hasn't posted very much. And funny as shit, because he came back in his first post. Just this beautiful piece of a sunset.
Oh gosh, there's some degenerate people
And then
out there, man.
right after that, Elastigirl. And after that, it's just like.
At least it's an adult.
And then
Final.
after that, it's like 6-7 posts of just Belle Delphine, his art of her.
Belle Delphine.
Oh, you need to be on there tonight a little more, my boy. Especially since
Is she
we're
a
doing
YouTuber?
this. I guess you could call it that.
Who is she? Belle Delphine.
Oh, I wouldn't look it up.
Okay.
She was just like pretty much an OnlyFans model without OnlyFans. Like she was that whole.
So-
she was the person who started the whole gamer girl bullshit. The one
Like
that
a
sold
cosplayer?
her. Yeah, the one that sold her bathwater. She's the one who started that.
I heard about that. I thought it was like crazy and disgusting.
She made a lot of money out of that. But she's the one who started that. And fucking Keemstar did. Keemstar also got in trouble for saying the hard R on stream one time. He was calling a dude that.
What?
And then PewDiePie also got in trouble for calling somebody the hard R.
Yeah, but it was on a video game.
Yeah, he was playing PUBG.
Dude, what's crazy is like I've never said the hard R like to somebody. Like except for us. So the other day, every time you see me, hey, I'm like, huh?
Yeah, but that was like a stupid clip of a comedian. I was like, okay, that's pretty funny. So I just kept referencing the clip, and I even
For
showed
like
you.
a year.
No,
Dude, I swear, like it's almost every day where you say something to me, where it's like,
no.
stupid-
It's like at first when I first discovered the word in middle school, it was super funny to me, and like there's just other words that are funnier.
I just thought it was like a regular word because in Brazil we use it all the time. Like black, white, Japanese, whatever you are, it doesn't matter. You're Brazilian, whatever.
I don't know that.
So it's like, okay, so
Well, there was no black people in El Salvador, so there was no concept of that.
no,
for me.
I think,
Well, there is black people,
and
but
it's more like you do it with your friends, but depending on the areas in Brazil, like in the south, everybody uses it. Like the Florianopolis, where my mom's from.
Mhm.
Like my mom would call her mom all the time. She'd be like, "Yeah, nigga."
no, I was saying hard
Yeah,
R,
stuff
man.
like that.
I wasn't talking
Oh,
about
no,
the
no.
N-word, the regular N-word.
Okay, in
Because the
Brazil,
regular
there's no,
N-word.
in Portuguese, there's no hard R. There's not really.
No, I was
So
talking. I was
in
talking
Portuguese,
about.
if we call somebody black, that's offensive because it's a very harsh word, and you usually use it.
Yeah,
derogatory.
and like what I was talking about is how the hard R. That's what people keep getting in trouble for.
Yeah, that
not
makes
the
sense.
regular N-word.
That makes sense.
Because the regular N-word, pretty much everyone here in Tampa uses it. It doesn't matter what color you are. Everyone here uses it.
The hard R.
No, the regular N-word. What?
Sorry,
The
you
regular
just-
N-word.
You bounced, dude. I don't know what.
I clearly said, if you're in the Tampa area, usually, no matter what color you see someone,
Yeah, yeah.
If they grew up in exactly Tampa, they'll probably say it. And at first, if you're from the north or a different other state or further up north in the state, you'll be like, whoa, you shouldn't be saying that. But yeah, pretty much it's like part of the culture here. This is a predominantly black area. So like everybody kind of just mixes here together.
Yeah, here in Florida, I've seen it's like more acceptable.
It's because everybody here is pretty much everybody knows we're all kind of fucked. if water level rises, we're all fucked and we depend on each other now.
That's it.
It's like everybody knows exactly why you live in Tampa. You're in Tampa either you're retired or you grew up here. No in between. Because it's very rare.
What about me?
It's very rare that people move here just to move here. It is.
Well, yeah.
Not a lot of cases. Oh, I just move here. Except those fucking New Yorkers. They just keep coming down.
There's a lot of New Yorkers here, man.
And then I guess people from Jersey.
Dude, that's just New York's toilet.
But yeah, it's like it's whatever. They got in trouble for the hard R. Keemstar's I think is the funniest clip because he's just
Keemstar a person.
Yeah, he's a person. You really don't know who fucking Keemstar is?
I thought it was a news outlet. My bad. I thought I knew what you were talking about.
Dude, no shot. You actually don't know who
I've heard it before. I thought it was like more of a gaming dude. Or a gaming outlet. Like G4 or something.
Man,
YouTube?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to find a good thumbnail that shows him. Because I can't remember what the hell his intro was. Man, he doesn't even have.
Have what?
His new content doesn't even show him.
That's fine. I don't care that much about
crazy.
Who this guy is.
This is this guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he used to be super big. Fell off from a lot of shady shit.
Like what?
From what I remember, just like scams, pretty much.
Well, it can't be worse than what these guys are going through now.
And like other allegations that he got, I can't remember exactly what, but he pretty much fell off. He was super big when I was still in middle school. And yeah, PewDiePie was like, he kind of just retired from YouTube. He was like, it's fun, but I got a family now and stuff. I think I'm happy where I am. And I was like, cool.
Does PewDiePie not do content no more?
Rarely, but he does it from time to time. He retired from it being like full time.
Yeah, like I remember he put either like 3 videos a day, or like it was 7-hour videos of like him playing Call of Duty or something. Yeah,
and I think Jack still does shit pretty regularly. So does Markiplier. Markiplier just like slowed down a lot on it though.
I've heard that one.
Markiplier's funny. He's never been in trouble for jack shit. He's just kind of been there. Everybody loves that guy.
Cool. Like I'm pretty sure that's never gonna happen to us unless you got some skeletons in your closet.
What?
The problems that people are going through, pedos and stuff like that.
No.
The kitty diddlers.
I got nothing.
Good.
I wouldn't allow
You're the one that knows a bunch of.
I wouldn't allow myself to walk in like outside, knowing I have like, I don't know, serious mental problems. Like all I would really say is like, it's just my obsession with certain very niche shit.
Like what?
I don't know, man. Like my fucking obsession with dinosaur media. That's about it.
Or are you an archaeologist? No, I'm a guy.
I'm a paleontologist. It's like, that's about it. I don't really have anything that's like bad, I would say.
Yeah.
You're just a problem. You're just a problem.
I'm not a problem.
You're just a problem.
Because I like medieval stuff?
Oh, I guess that's all an obsession.
Like, I get obsessed with stuff, but I'm not like a freaking animal like these people that are like
it's like I don't know how to put it. I also from the Chris dude for Mr. Beast. I remember his sister came out saying that the whole thing about him being trans is probably just like a fetish of his. Because apparently one time he put on her clothes and like got an erection or whatever. And it's like the main reason he transitioned because he got soft to that or some shit like that. And she like kind of confirmed it in the comments of just some random person. And it was confirmed that it was her.
What?
Super wild, right? Huh. Well, bro. What's that Dr. Disrespect shit? He back or not?
Okay, so let me look this up. So Dr. Disrespect is sort of back. He's not. I don't think he filmed any videos, but he said some things, and they were interesting. Let me see if I could find what happened. Oh, like it was okay. So like there was let me see here. So Dr. Disrespect, he's like he started commenting a bunch because he put I'm playing chess while you're all playing checkers, and then let's see. Like a bunch of people started going at it, and so the courting posted, "Doc, I'm glad you're back and hope to hear your side of this sooner than later." Awesome. And then someone, you still DM'd a minor, left a lot of information out. What the F? And somebody posted, who was that dude? Who's that black dude that like got in trouble because he was supposed to meet up with like a 14-year-old?
EDP?
EDP. So they put EDP like that, and Dr. Disrespect get up. And like he did some. I heard you a pedophile. I heard you like little boys and girls, and then
on the cell clip.
Yeah, and then he said, "Little brainwashed woke boy putting out Dragon Ball Z GFX with Kendrick Lamar lines got me big time," like kind of like sarcastically.
God damn it! Yeah, I knew it was the exact. As soon as you said that, I knew it was the super fucking cell clip. Yeah, because I have it saved.
Is that? And then he's like, "Oh, playing chess against checkers. Is that you playing with a minor?" Like people are, yeah.
Damn.
He did like reply to some ones that were pretty like. It was hard, or he's like a good one. She, her. The internet will never fix your real threat, depression. And I'm like, damn. So like he still left out the whole we crossed some lines but never anything to that extent, nothing. Or he said something like there was never intent behind it, but like what the hell did you say, man? Like if you want to clear up your name, you kind of have to put these DMs out there in a way, like because what you said sounds like you did something. So what did you do? What was said? Like what context freaking matters? Because everybody's against him right now, and he's not in jail. It looks like he's not getting sued, or he's like in the middle of a legal process. But what he makes it sound like is like he's winning. There's no problems, but socially it's like. We deserve to know at this point. What the
fuck happened, dude?
Yeah, like, what the hell did you say? Like, I would understand if it's like you said a joke to maybe your friend's sibling who's a little too young to hear a certain joke, and you just cross the line. Or you know what I mean?
Mm.
But, like, your friend is there. But, like something like that. You know, but were you, like, texting a kid... And, like, what were you doing? Giving tips on sexual things they were going to do to, like, a girl? Which is still effed up. But, like, at least it's like, all right, like, you're acting like a big brother, I guess, or something like that. Still weird. you know. But what was happening, dude? There's nothing in my brain that could like tell me like this is okay. Like what were you doing? You know, there's nothing I could think about. Like, what line would it be okay to like text a minor that you don't know? Like, is it somebody you don't know and then you found out later? Like, what the freak is going on?
Yeah. No, honestly, best guess, he'll be all right, and actually, best guess he won't be all right, and something will happen, and then we'll find out, and
Dude,
then
maybe. I don't know, man.
We'll see.
Like a freaking yeah. So at least he's the least looking pedo out of all the other ones.
For sure.
Like I'll give him that.
Forgot. When I was describing to you Shadman, I mentioned the Rule 34. I bet you didn't know this, but the internet has 100 and something rules.
Okay.
Each one pertaining to something. Right. Rule 34, the whole thing is if it exists, there is porn of it. That's what Rule 34 is. It's usually only referred to when it's like a fictional character and then some like lewd drawing is made of them, right? But it goes to many cases.
Okay.
The funniest one to me is some dude in a post on the website, because it's an actual website, right? He was like, oh, the whole point of Rule 34 is if it exists, there's porn of it. Why isn't there one of me?
And then a bunch of people.
And then a dude replied to him. He's like, I got you, bro. Drew him or whatever. I don't know the image or anything. I saw it in a meme. And drew him. And he was like, what the fuck? Delete that shit immediately. He's like, nah, I'm about to rub one now. I was like, yo. Well, now you can safely say you exist.
Well, yeah, and here's now we're gonna talk about AI a little bit because I saw this one dude. Apparently, he was a professional boxer, I believe, but he can't get a fight and he can't get a job because he's a good-looking guy and somebody did AI of him. You know how like people did back in the day, deepfakes. So they did like a mix of deepfake and AI. And made porn of him, like a lot.
A dude got in trouble for that. A YouTuber,
yeah,
or a Twitch streamer, I think, because he was caught during a stream.
I heard about this.
Opened a tab where he had
I saw that
AI porn of Pokemon,
who was like a friend.
And he was a friend of hers,
and like his wife. They
was right next to it.
Yeah, and they did a whole apology stream, and it's like, dude. You open up a live stream and you have tabs open. What are you doing? Like you were saving that for later. Like I can't wait till the stream is over. So I can
it's like that stupid video of the kid opens this laptop and it's like a moment and he like punches the screen.
Anyways, the presentation will be.
Yeah.
No, so I remember that. That was years ago.
Not that long ago. That was like a year or two, maybe.
No, it was years ago. The time is passing by much quicker than we think. Like when that dude freaking talked about 10 years.
I was like
10 years of God. Oh my gosh.
10 years of my life.
10 years of me doing nothing with my life.
A lifetime of academy training waste.
So this boxer dude, whatever he is, he's been like, and apparently it's been going on for 10 years. He's been like fighting in the courts and everything, and his life is over, and he's like gotten into depression and all that. Like, can you imagine, dude? You can't get a job because somebody liked your face so much, they created porn with it, and just like giving it to the world. Like, dude, that's one of those things that like, dude, AI too far. Like, you can't do that. You shouldn't be able to.
I'm gonna tell you guys, if the cock looks too unreal, it's unreal. It's definitely not mine. If it looks too good for life, it's definitely not mine.
Good Lord, man. Because now they don't even have to do deep fakes. They don't even have to do real people. They just like modify it. Yeah. Like, man. Yeah, the technology's going crazy, man. But, dude, like the good thing about AI is what I would do when they got like perfect. I would do my own MCU, just multiple movies.
What's it? You and no, it was Michael and Dom. One time I went over and I caught them looking at AI videos of like fake Marvel movie trailers, and they were shitting on them the entire time. And I was like, "Yo, why are you guys watching this? It's been like an hour already. Take this shit off."
I thought you were gonna say something else with AI.
No, at least I hope not.
By the way, why would you ever use AI for Pokimane? She's like not even that great.
People find her attractive. That's it.
I guess she has a cute factor, but like
that's it. That's all you need, man. It's the internet.
Man, and like I hate it when people are like women do have it easy. We have to go work at 9 to 5.
How many people are out there in the world? Like, what's the population of Earth right now? Like in the trillions?
7? No, it's like 7 or 8 billion.
Exactly. Someone out there is bound to like it.
No, I get that, but it's like women have it easy. Like, oh, you're born with certain body parts that everybody wants, and then all you have to do is sell that on the internet. While we have to go like work a 9 to 5 and make a freaking.
No, you can sell your cock too.
People don't care about it that much.
You would say that, but Nick Ocado has an OnlyFans and he makes money out of it.
I don't know who's that. I'm not looking that up.
Yeah, you shouldn't. It's just a mukbang streamer.
Yeah, but like
he got super obese. He was a vegetarian when he started.
No, okay, I get that. But come on, people are way more interested in women taking their clothes off than men, including other women.
I wouldn't say that. There's gay people now.
There's gay people.
There's always been gay people.
But like it's just happened.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Kim's Convenience?
No.
So he's a Korean guy. He has a convenience store in Canada, and it's about his family, right? And the first episode, it's called Gay Discount. And his friend comes over and he's like,
"It's a gay discount."
Yeah, have you noticed that there's so many more gays nowadays? Where do you think they all came from? Do you think they were refugees? Yeah, and then he's like, "You're giving away a gay discount?" Yeah, he's like, "That's illegal and anti-straight." His friend says to him. Yeah, and then like the Jamaican ladies, when is discount for black people? He's like, Black History Month. That's the shortest month of the year. Not my problem.
Black History Month.
Black History Month.
10% discount.
Yeah, 10% discount.
Yeah, that clip right there of me.
Gaydar.
That clip of me saying that right there, someday in the future will be used to bring my career.
Oh, you said this in the last show. That was 30 years ago. Still, people have watched it.
Gabe isn't around anymore.
I'm not that old, man. How old are you right now?
20.
9 years. F you.
That's a lot, man. It's like a whole decade. Almost. A whole decade.
Almost. But it will never be a whole decade. I want you to remember that.
That can be.
Man, shut up. Is your birthday in January?
No.
When's your birthday?
April.
So it will never get to a full decade. I won't ever be 10 years older than.
What are you, June, right?
Yeah. 2 months later. So F you. And I have the body of like a 20-year-old. More than you.
You'll be dead.
Shut up. 30 years from now, the Ten Commandments movie will be 100 years old.
30 years from now. 30
and
years
I'll
from
be
now.
50 something. 59.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I need to take a bathroom
That's
break.
old.
You talk about
50.
bullcrap.
59. You guys imagine making it to that? I'm not making it past 25. That's crazy. You think I'm going to make it that? You know, sometimes when I listen to the stream, sometimes afterwards, I wonder. Sometimes he sounds like I was like a supremacist of sorts. I don't think I like that. He also doesn't seem to listen. Because when the hell did I bring up the hard R? Never. I've said it in like a joke that was made on a clip from a different comedian. And I don't get it, guys. I really don't. Man. It's so funny. There's this reoccurring joke at work about Gabe. Because, he's from Brazil, and Brazil had a lot of black people. He's 40% black, I think. Would never be able to guess. El Salvador has a history of no black people, and I'm 4% black. And then my cousins are like 50%, I think, because of their dad. An African American. I think it's the first one. Actually, I'm pretty sure my cousins are like the only ones that were like actually born here to become American. We all had to do the test thingy. The naturalization. It was fun though. I mean, hell, as soon as I came to the US, I grew up with black people, so I love them. I consider them pretty much. I would love to consider myself part of their community at that point. So how much they influenced my early life. I came here when I was 10, so a lot, And then, yeah. But you be saying some wild shit sometimes. I hope someday these clips don't come out into the public, and then they're like, holy shit, these guys are monsters. Because I would like to say it's just opinions, and opinions differ from person to person. All our likes and dislikes and every other bullshit that exists. Hell, I like Limp Bizkit, and that's old. Can't say otherwise, right? I mean, hell. Fucking Fetty Wap. I'm pretty sure that shit's just damned at this point. Super old. I don't think he's made any new songs that have taken off as much as the ones from 2016 at all. But man, life is full of wonders. Everybody chooses to do what they do. And, life just continues going on, whether you get canceled or not. It is fucked up what happened to that UFC fighter, though. Or boxer. Can't remember what he said it was. Fucked up, for sure. But, man, I hope the internet keeps progressing to, like, an actual community rather than, I don't know, somewhat of a cesspool harboring like the rogue gallery at this point. Because I'm sure everyone has seen those TikTok edits of like the Ginju Force from Dragon Ball, and it's just a bunch of people that have been accused of pedophilia, pretty much. Or the Avengers, I think, also got edited into that. Man, to believe that all this started, this whole conversation came up from the MCU and how shitty it's gotten over the years. Then again, it's also gotten shittier because of the political commentary of it. So, I guess warranted for the conversation to go there. It's like we can't really make up a title and just put everything we're going to talk about. Because then again, it would be a super long title. And at the same time, these conversations are spontaneous. Not like we plan what the hell we're going to talk about. We like bring it up within the workday. It's like, oh man, what would you like to talk about tonight? And I'll be like, dude, I don't fucking know. And then he'll be like, well, I'm going to talk about the news. And then, like today, he was like, I'm going to talk about upcoming news or whatever for movies. I would love to talk about Marvel movies. And did you hear about that new Dr. Disrespect thing? I was like, no, I didn't hear about it. But now I did. Super funny. That whole Mr. Beast bullshit, I've been like keeping up with it for ages now. So it's like, yeah, it's a lot. But no, we don't we don't really plan these. They're just kind of there. And I seen the chat change, but I'm kind of retarded and I don't know how to work it on OBS. So I have to look at it through here. That's right. Yeah, the actor for Kang beat up a woman. And I think it was his wife and another woman. Oh man, it's like Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller got lucky, super fucking lucky. He beat the shit out of those pregnant ladies and he's still Flash. Like, it's not bad enough that he beat the shit out of one pregnant lady, but then her friend came over, beat the shit out of her. Then their husbands beat the shit out of one of them, and I think he got his shit rocked by the other husband. Positive KD, he practically beat like 5 people, if you really count it. 2 babies, 2 pregnant ladies, and a dude. He was putting up somewhat of a good fight against the second guy in the clip, but he lost. Man, it's like it's like when the stand your ground rule was added here in Florida. I remember I was near a bar and grill in, I want to say, Clearwater, and this dude, super tall, beefy, right, against this like short, also kind of stocky guy. I guess he knew about it too, and he was like, I feel threatened, at the top of his lungs 3 different times. Proceeds to grab the smaller dude and swing him at a like beam, a wooden beam that was like holding up the shack pretty much, and it like the beam kind of like cracked a little bit, or just made a really loud fucking noise. And then the other dude was kind of like unconscious on the floor, and he kept beating on him. Crazy shit. Florida's not for the weak. That's why we got a lot of weird shit people go to jail for. Meth is a problem here. Meth is a problem everywhere. And I'm gonna say it. Methamphetamine ruined the United States. Robert beat up a chick and get fired. Nah, Robert Downey Jr. could do no wrong. He'll never get fired. He'll never get fired. He's just too good for the MCU. Just way too good. Apparently. Hell, he pretty much kickstarted this whole ordeal. So, I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. He'll be alright for like the longest time. I don't care what he does. Hell, Ezra Miller is not considered to be essential to anything. He doesn't even have, well, I guess he does now, but he didn't have his original movie, and fucking hell, he beat more people than I can count. And that was only one incident that I recounted where he beat the fuck out of pregnant ladies, because he did it again a different time before that, and then one after that.
Ezra Miller?
Yeah, he beat the shit out of pregnant lady. Like, dude, pregnant lady beating champion.
Dude, there's videos gotta give him a belt. Asked him, he's like, "You want to get choked out?"
Like, and then he just they gotta give him a belt or something. And it just says pregnant beater or something.
Dude, that's his trophy, being Flash forever. Like, okay, so let's see. The requirements to be Flash is you just gotta beat up chicks,
pregnant
especially
chicks.
If they're pregnant.
Yep.
If you want to get fired from the MCU, you gotta beat up a chick. So, Robert Downey Jr., please find a way out. Like, we don't need this.
Nah, he'll be all right. He did Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, beat T'Challa, man. Same makeup as Tropic Thunder. Just beat T'Challa. That's all we need from you.
Well, we're gonna leave it off at Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. Anybody that came in, thanks for watching.
Yep.
Yeah. There's no real excitement for the MCU. Like, remember, Daredevil and Deadpool, it wasn't even excitement about the movie and the plot. Like, oh, we're getting a Deadpool movie. The whole excitement was, we're getting these two characters together / actors. That was the whole thing. Like, there wasn't excitement for an actual plot and a story, which we didn't get. We didn't get a real story. So that's something to keep in mind. Like, there's literally nothing they can do right now to save the MCU. We just keep getting bad information. Like, for instance, like, good example, Star Wars. And like the worst possible thing that Star Wars could do right now after the Acolyte and stuff is announce and green light a Rey movie, and that's exactly what they're doing. Like, I didn't know the MCU could have made a bad decision with Robert Downey Jr. They hired an actor who has no business playing a villain in a universe that he also plays a hero. Same universe. This isn't like, oh, we had Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and then Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and then Tom Holland Spider-Man all in different universes. Like, no, this is same actor, same universe. Like, it'd be weird if Tobey Maguire got casted to be in the MCU as Spider-Man and then did a whole different Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Or even got like Tom Holland is still Spider-Man, but then he got cast as freaking, I don't know, Loki.
Quicksilver.
Or Quicksilver. Yeah, man. So, yeah, nothing really cool coming up. Like, possibilities, not hope, but possibilities. Like, yeah, maybe Daredevil Born Again might be good if they don't, like, if She-Hulk doesn't exist and they just pick up where they left off. It might be, maybe. That's the only thing I could say that, like, that is the only thing that has a possibility of being good. Like, even the new Captain America movie, that's going to suck. There's no chance it's going to be good. Because it's freaking Falcon. And they're playing off the show. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it for us.